The individual views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of Green Ties Media. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is the morning show. You know what I mean? You know it's us against the world, y'all. Y'all know it's us against the world. We do what it do right here from Buffalo to California. This is what we do. Let's get this party started right here on this Friday, y'all. Let's go.
That's J1
Grand
track.
surprises, everyone.
Why so serious?
And if you're not here today, you should have been.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us against it's Buffalo against the world.
That's J1 track. Pulling up in this big body like Gusto. You even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the mafia, the fan base that'll die for ya. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with ya. We heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base though.
Now turn it up, turn it up, wait. Now turn it up, turn it up, wait. Now turn it up, turn it up, wait. Now turn it up, turn it up, wait.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against the world. It's us against it's Buffalo against the world.
Good morning. This is what we do every morning, Monday through Friday. And this is a Friday. I got the days right this time, right? And that's time I thought Wednesday was Thursday, and I thought Monday was Tuesday. And
I don't know about you, but this daylight savings time has got me all thrown off. Grand rising to some of our fellow listeners, our loyal listeners, Bars Banga, New York Bronx. I see you both out there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hey, Melinda, grand rising to you. Come on in, everybody. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you, Bars Banga. Right on it. Grand rising, everybody. Come on in, bro. My grand rising to you. Come on in, everybody. We have the beautiful D Sings on with us this morning.
Yeah, we right here. D Sings in the building. Let people know a little bit about yourself, Queen. You know what I mean?
Hey. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm D Sings. I'm a singer-songwriter from Sacramento, California, currently located out of New York. I just dropped a single, Be Weird, and I'm here to share it with you all, share a little bit of my journey, and just have some conversation, get real personal, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you went to college in New York?
I did. I just graduated this past May.
Oh, that's what's up. You already got your piece of paper. Your piece of paper to make it.
I did. I got that paper, had to learn to play both games, so
yeah.
Had to get equipped.
How was that experience in college, though? How was it in New York? Would you hear the whole 2-year program, or?
So no, I actually did. So I'm a California State University graduate. I went to Chico State, And during my last year, when I was about to graduate, God just put it on my heart, like, that's not what I got for you. And I'm like, I'm about to walk the stage. I done did my time. Like,
Yeah.
but I ended up doing the National Student Exchange Program and was placed in New York and just added a year's load of classes that were just classes that I was curious about, right? So it was other music classes, it was some culture, some history, multicultural classes. And that placed me in New York. And once I moved here, got acclimated to the area, I was like, okay, this is that next chapter.
What part of New York you at? Manhattan, uptown, East New York? Where you at?
Ooh, no, I'm on the island. I'm on Long Island.
Okay.
That way I can catch the train out to the city. But
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. The islands is definitely off the chain. I got a lot of people out there in the islands. You know, shout out to our people out there, Staten Island. You know what I mean? And all that out there, all my people out there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got. A lot of good people that been on the show in that area. You know what I mean? So we glad to have you here. We're gonna, you're gonna be co-hosting with us, and we're gonna be asking you questions throughout your journey in your life. You know what I mean? Me and the vet Green, the Queen. You know what I mean? That's always looking fabulous. How you doing, Queen? How was your morning?
Grand Rising, King Grand Rising. It was great. Thank you so much, D Sings, for being with us today. That is D Sings that we are vibing to in the background. If you don't know, very beautiful voice. I love the way you play with your vocal range in the different songs. I love when artists don't stay in one type of sound range, or maybe I'm saying it wrong, but the sounds are just different. A lot of people stay in one box and you can hear it like they're scared to jump out and try new things with their voice. But listening to your music, I see that you're not afraid to just, whether you're singing, a beautiful ballad, or you're kind of like singing or rapping like in 2020.
Yeah.
So thank you again for being with us today. We are going to be getting into some information, some hot topics, but I'm feeling good today. We had a great show last night. If you've never watched the Vet Green Show, these things, make sure you catch up on with the Vet Green Show. We usually have artist spotlights on Thursday. So if you are an independent artist out there and would like to be on either of our platforms, because we have a few, make sure you reach out to us. You can also follow these things. Right there is her handle. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling it's Friday. Glad that it's Friday. Looking forward to sitting on my couch, sitting back, watching some shows. On Fridays, I sit back on my couch and watch Sex, Love, and Alcohol on the Evening Rush Network. So I'll be sitting back watching that. Also, Lola Loves and my girl Layla over at 716 Live, Layla's Tea Time on 716 Live. So looking forward to the Friday, my Friday rundown. And of course, DJ Apollo on the mix, okay?
DJ
Friday nights, okay?
Yes. I'm definitely gonna send them some of these MP3s of D Sing so she could be on rotation on the 716 Live radio. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Got a lot of DJ love from the Even Rush Network radio. You know what I mean? Our sister station, our sponsor, based out of New York, matter of fact. That's the home base of the Even Rush Network. We also live right now on the Even Rush Network on YouTube, Fire Stick, Spotify. You watched our show on the Spotify end of it, right?
Yeah.
How does
so I didn't know y'all had multiple platforms. On Fire Stick?
We on Fire Stick. We on Shady 45. We're on we on all the Amazon, Tidal. We on all the platforms worldwide. On the Even Rush Network side, the last report we had is over 30 countries right now. So that tunes in and definitely people bounce off. They go back and watch the replays, and I get those numbers here and there. We got the Even Rush Network still on vacation. He'll be back Saturday, so we be back on the swing of things when he come back from vacation with the family and the wife. He needed it because he got a whole journey ahead of him with the tour, with the R&B tour, with Naquasia and Terrence Love we're working on right now. So, we this is definitely a platform where we just discover some amazing music like we discovered you. And some R&B, neo soul, I'm saying old school throwback sound of hip hop with a splash of old school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what we do.
Never heard it put like that.
Yeah, so that's what we do. That's what we do. You know what I mean? But what we got going on? What we got going on, Queen?
Yeah, we have a lot going on this morning. I'm just going to get into some of these things. Yesterday, we talked about the bed bugs that were allegedly in a Buffalo business, Tesla, the Tesla Corporation. So,
That's right.
additional information is being reported about that. Listen, all I have to say is be careful, everybody. They allegedly there are bed bugs in the Tesla plant here in Buffalo, the South Buffalo plant. Don't put any purses or anything on your bed. Don't sit on your bed with street clothes on.
Right.
Just be careful when you wash your clothes. When you take off your clothes, put them in a dirty clothes basket. Keep them in a separate location. So if you did, God forbid, bring anything home with you, put those clothes right in the washer. Again, the trick is to put them in the dryer. If you have to dry them twice, do that. Grand Rising, Nix, the mighty Grand Rising, Jesse. I just want to say Grand Rising to some people that just popped in. Grand Rising, Danbrielle. We are talking about the alleged bed bug infestation at the Tesla plant. It is just also
Also in that area, somebody had posted up in one of the comments saying that the best way to do that when you travel, always bring an extra duffel bag with a plastic bag empty. And they said that you can spray in the plastic part of it, some like some type of spray that you can get for travel. So when you get your dirty clothes, you put it in that bag and it's sealed on a separate they say a separate duffel bag or suitcase.
Whenever I travel, and you all can tap in on the conversation. When you travel, I always carry a separate plastic bag for my dirty clothes. It's just because you're traveling and there's like hundreds of people that you're like being surrounded or surrounded by. So I always add a separate bag to put my dirty clothes in. What about you all? What about you, these things? If you travel, do you like separate your clothes from your clean clothes and your traveling clothes?
Yeah, absolutely. They're not going back. They're not going to go back in that same space with all my clean stuff. I would separate that, and I like to wash while I'm traveling. So even though it's small loads, I still like to get that done.
I know when me and my wife, we was on vacation. She had everything separate. Then when we go back, she always do a load of laundry before we go. She look for a laundromat, or we in a complex where we was in Florida one time. We was in the complex where they had a washer and dryer in our like an Airbnb thing that we had, and she washed a load of clothes before we leave. You know what I mean? So that's one less thing to worry about when we get home, and plus we can make sure. And she always used sanitizer. You know what I mean, with her clothes all the time. You know what I mean, and that kills everything. And then our son, that's that's my wife. That's what she does. She's extra. She Italian, so they don't play no game.
Yeah, we're also live on Instagram, everyone. So Grand Rising Instagram. Again, we are live with the morning show with the Joker and Vet Green. You can watch us live on the Evening Rush Network. Grand Rising, Megan Treats, the player. I see you out there. So moving on, a Buffalo man has been charged. We're going to do some local news first, and these things, feel free to tap in. A Buffalo man pleads guilty to manslaughter in a red light shooting that happened in October of 2022. Everybody, the guy's name is Mujahid Miller. It was a case that gripped the Buffalo community. A 45-year-old resident had come forward in the confession of killing a 30-year-old John Rico Walker. In this incident, which occurred October 16th of 2022, what unfolded at the intersection of William and Hickory Street, when Walker was fatally shot in the head while waiting at a red light. Right. Could you imagine? It's the violence, everybody. It's the violence. Miller, who was initially indicted on charges including second-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon, has now entered a guilty plea for first-degree manslaughter. This is an ongoing development in the legal proceedings and the possibility of a sentence reaching up to 25 years in prison. He is scheduled for sentencing on January 9th of 2024. Everyone, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is very scary, and it seems very personal to
Yeah.
be shot at while waiting
Right.
at a red light.
Oh
That
man,
is awful.
that's a safety, man. It's like, I mean, what's going on? It's like, what's really going on? Like, what,
Mhm.
it just it gotta make sense that, it's like, you gotta be careful where you go. When you leave your house,
Mm.
you got to be extra vigilant. You got to be extra safety. You got to be, you know, what I'm saying, and I tell my wife, I don't try to look paranoid, but every time I leave the house, I'm always looking. 'Cause
Mhm.
we around like a intersection with woods. I'm always, I'm quick
Mhm.
to look before you know what I mean. I got the window before I even walk out the door. Like, if I see something suspicious, I got to be ready for something. Like, you know what I
Rightfully
mean?
so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're desensitized
yeah,
Yes.
we have such easy access to, or it's just so common to hear about things like senseless murder and mass killings that it's like, and it's in the video games, the music,
yeah.
all around the media. So I do feel like we become desensitized to it in a way, and that's just awful.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bars Banker said the Brooklyn in me always check my surroundings. Man, listen, that's a Buffalo in me, dog, too.
Yeah,
I'm from
Danbury
the
up
east
right.
side of
Danbury up,
Buffalo,
we
so,
haven't talked about it yet, but we are on our way to talk about the
we gonna
Diddy
talk
situation.
about that. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about the Diddy situation. Yeah, definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Byers Banger said it's Brooklyn, and you said it's the Buffalo. Yeah, I was definitely taught by some Buffalonians to check my surroundings because we out here in the South towns where I'm at, we can kind of be a little bit green behind the ears because
Mm.
thankfully the violence is not that high in the area I live in. So these are things that we need to be taught to always check your surroundings, especially as women. I taught my girls this, before you get out the car, check your surroundings, look on both sides of you. When you're walking to your car, say you're coming from the mall or some public location, have your keys out, have your key ready to jab
We're already
somebody in
ready to
the
go.
eye,
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
That part.
have some mace ready.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Absolutely.
it. Yeah,
Okay, Gabrielle,
especially
I'm
if you at
sending
the
you the link right now.
especially if you at the gas station. You know what I mean? That's where most of like these gas station, Walmart parking lots. I don't know, with them two things, they cousins or something. Because there's always some situations going
Okay.
on with the Walmart parking lot and the gas station.
You could be
Mm-hmm.
inside Walmart aisle 3 and it's going down. You don't even got to be on the outside.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, it is crazy out here right now. In ongoing news, did y'all know that Senator Tim Kennedy is actually going for a Senate seat, I think it was, or Congress? Let me look it up again. I apologize. I'm trying to do
All right.
a
All good.
few things at one time, but I was surprised to hear that he's running for congressional district in the 26th congressional district. I had a chance to interview Senator Tim Kennedy on the 716 Live show about a month or two ago. He was, one thing I can say about Senator Tim Kennedy is that he's definitely for Buffalo.
Yeah.
Definitely for Buffalo. He did what he said he was as far as trying to make changes here in the 716 area and Western New York. Absolutely, he did what he said he was going to do, which I'm happy about. It was a really great interview. If you have a chance, go ahead to the 716 Live YouTube page and view that interview. I'm also trying to look up this thing about a Buffalo restaurant that was shut down and seized by the state, but it is not pulling up for me, everybody. So I
Yeah.
do apologize for that. But moving on these things, we can get into a discussion about your music and how you even started in the music industry. Before, in the second part, we're going to talk about the Diddy allegations that Cassie has made. Oof.
Yeah. You want to get to the Be Weird video, or you want to?
Yes, let's do that. I'm losing my voice, y'all. I do apologize.
I hear that
Still.
that show last night had you
Oh, bro. Oh, woosah.
Yeah. Yeah, that part. That part right there. And you know what I'm saying? We got to catch those parts right there.
He's a virus
Yeah.
banger, and I love it. Be weird. Isn't it an entire vibe? Wait until y'all hear her other track, 2020. That one we're going to play towards the end of the show.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's definitely did remember that beat that track remind me of a similar track with another R&B from Buffalo, Nina B.
Nina
Yes, love it.
Yeah,
B.
yeah, Nina B. She got a song called Vintage, and that
Yes.
same type of concept, and she definitely real deep with it. Yeah, y'all have like the same type of vibe. That's a good
I'll
collab.
have to check that out. I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
have to check
she's
that
dope.
out.
She's
Yeah,
dope.
maybe we
You know
could
what
play it
I'm saying?
also during the shows so that these things can hear it. I definitely want to talk to you about your song 2020 after we
Mhm.
come back from this quick break.
Okay.
Quick break right here. We'll be right back, y'all, and we'll be right back right here. The music video.
I've been smoking on letting shit go while sipping on distance, letting people do what they want. Not my job to fix shit. I've been living so free. Stressing ain't for me. I'm letting people place themselves where they wanna be. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah, be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Listen, I surrender to God when I learned I'm not in control. I used to hassle loved ones for not abiding the code. I used to think that love meant the same for everyone, until I heard my love in places my ears would never turn. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want to. Be weird if you want. Listen, I'm not trusting. I know love. I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. I know trusting. I know love. I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. So be weird. Be weird. Be weird. If you want to boo boo, skid the boo boo, skid the boo the boo the boo boo boo, skid the boo boo, skid the boo boo boo, skid the boo boo boo, wow. Get the boo the boo the boo boo, get the boo wow wow wow.
Oh, here we go. Nah, there's two ladies waiting for us.
If you want to.
Be weird if you want to.
Yeah, be weird. It's all right to be weird sometimes.
Okay.
Different in your circle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I love that track. I love the video. I love the vibe.
Mhm.
You know, you definitely was vulnerable in that joint. I like that.
Absolutely. I try to be prideless in my I try emphasis on try to be prideless in the creation process.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your creation process and the title of the track, Be Weird. And that hook, Be Weird if you want to. Where'd that
Yeah.
stem?
So it sort of has a holographic meaning. And what I mean by that is like the vibe of the song is so upbeat and fun that you almost don't really catch that I'm throwing shade in the song. Or I guess I should say being extra real in the song, because the title of the song is Be Weird, because essentially it's like you can't control how people act. You can't control whether or not people do you right just because you do them right. You can't control people, so it's like at the end of the day you're gonna be weird if you want to, and I'm gonna be all right with that.
It's right.
Welcome to the stage, Dambrielle, of
Hey,
the host
good
of
morning.
Lifestyle
Good morning.
Envy.
Good morning.
I'm,
Yeah, Brad, how you doing this morning?
I'm just getting off. So I'm doing great. This Diddy, I'm having this conversation tonight on my show at 9 p.m. But let me tell you, this Diddy bombshell that Cassie dropped, Lord have mercy, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I am so, like, in between, because you never want to make a victim feel like they shouldn't speak their truth, or walk in their truth. So I honestly, it's
It's
bad.
hard.
It
It's
is.
hard. Now,
Go ahead. I was just going to say, a couple weeks ago, I was just discussing, saying to my girlfriends, and we talked about it on the show, that it seemed like they setting Diddy up for the Bill Cosby route, but
you've seen it too. Everybody was kind of backing away from him.
It seems like when these right, but it seems like when these guys go into buy these studios and stuff like that, because he supposed to have been a part of the team that was bidding on BET and VH1 and stuff with Tyler Perry and stuff like that.
Right.
Remember, Bill Cosby was going in for NBC. All this is just allegedly, my own opinion. So, there's nothing I didn't spoke to any.
That's right. And plus, also, he's also they also have an investigation of the Tupac murder too. So he's definitely hot water across the board right now.
Yeah, I see they got a investigation in New York on what is going on here?
It's a lot. These things, have you heard about some of the allegations? And I'm gonna talk to some of these allegations as we break this down. Welcome everybody. Hey Ashlyn, I see you out there, beautiful queen. Thank you everybody. If you can just do us a favor and put @followers as you are coming into the room. We have the beautiful D Sings. We just played her song Be Weird. We're going to continue to have a discussion around her music. Right now we are talking about the Diddy situation. The allegations that Cassie has brought against him can be damaging, everybody. Some of these allegations, let's talk about some of these allegations. And I get a lot of my news from the Associated Press. So allegedly, the suit alleges that he was prone to uncontrollable rage, that he subjected her to savage beatings in which he punched, kicked, and stumped her. It also alleges, and also, let me just back up. This may be triggering to anyone. If you are triggered by talks of any type of abuse, whether it be sexual, physical, you can go ahead and turn us off and then come back. Just a quick, suggestion and disclaimer. It also alleges that he plied her with drugs and forced her to have sex with other men while he masturbated and filmed them. The suit also alleged that she was trying to end the relationship in 2018 when he forced her into her Los Angeles home and raped her. She's saying that after years of silence and darkness, that she's finally ready to tell her story and speak up on behalf of herself and the benefits of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. So, let's open it up for discussion, everyone.
Let me put that all in real quick and get it bothers me more than anything, me being in the music industry for all these years. I was signed to Sony Universal. I've been in mistakenly invited to these altercation parties and stuff like that, and all these things going on. And I see a lot of allegations going on and those things. And then when you see it, and then you hear this again, it bothers my mental a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely something that I speak with a lot of the artists that I've market managed, that I'm a music manager, and I let them know, like, you got to make some decisions. I can manage, but I'm not a babysitter. But I'll give you warnings. And that's just something I bring to the table. But but everything they do, I support. But some things that they do make decisions on, I don't support. Like, you don't know what you get yourself into when you want to do this. You got to think things over before you make those decisions over here. Okay, I know the bag is big, but you know what I mean. My integrity is very powerful. And I love God, and I'm not going to sit here and violate the Most High, who brought me this far over. I'm gonna say the price I had on the table, $250,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? $250,000 ain't worth me to sell my soul like that. No.
Yeah. And it is being stated that she has subjected Puffy to a demand of $30 million over the last 6 months. And she did threaten to write a damaging book about their relationship. And they're trying to say that it was blackmail. So they are, and apparently she did withdraw her initial threat, but now she has resorted to filing a lawsuit. And again, this lawsuit can be damaging. So Puffy actually began dating her when she was only 19 years old. Right there, that's an issue for me. Yeah. Like, that's an issue for me right there. Yes, when they are grown. Yeah, say that again, these things.
What year was that?
2007. Yeah. He began dating her in 2007, and allegedly they had an on and off relationship for more than a decade. And I can remember seeing the headlines. I can remember being at different events with him as well.
Wearing glasses, wearing shades, covering up some things. Kim Porter was still living at that time. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the legendary Kim Porter. It's just a hot mess. That's the industry. I mean, I hate to say it, and I want all the artists that's tuned in. That's part of the industry, young ladies and men. Be careful when you say you want to deal or you want to be in a certain level in your career. When it's all about being organically. It's all about your integrity. And if that's what you want to do, that's your prerogative. Do you? Okay, all right, you know what I mean? But hope you know the consequences behind it. Hope you know what you get yourself into. Hope you get educated and know what's going on. These different organizations and cults and stuff going on. It is what it is. You got to know what you get yourself into. And me being in business, I'm very aware of a lot of things that I don't say on this platform. You know what I mean? Because it's not my place. But this right here is open. So yeah, I'm giving y'all some clues that you can go ahead and figure out the rest. It is what it is. Yeah.
Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, is alleging in the suit that she filed against Puffy that he brought her into his ostentatious, fast-paced and drug-fueled lifestyle not long after she met him. And she was also signed to his label when she was 19, and he was 37 years old in 2005. So apparently this may have begun as early as 2005 and 2007. It looks like they may have made it kind of public in 2007. But she said that the pattern of abuse began as soon as their relationship did. It's just so sad. You have to protect yourself. A lot of times, not to, and just to give I don't want to give my opinion on it because I don't have all the facts, and I never want a woman to feel as if they should not be able to tell their story. There's just so much to it. I pray for Cassie, and I hope that whatever she's gone through as far as these allegations, and just to make her even speak up. I hope that she's getting the therapy that she needs and the help,
definitely.
because like I've said time and time again, sexual abuse is one of the most traumatic, most damaging, and one of the hardest challenges to get over. It is one of the hardest, and a lot of people never get over it. A lot of people live their life still feeling as if they are experiencing that abuse.
And that's why I'm happy that you, that green queen, that you very open to learn new things, especially in this podcast industry. It's similar in that same wave, and you always ask questions, and I appreciate that, because a lot of people don't ask questions. They just go and do their dream and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool that you ask questions, and you definitely want to, bro, what about this? So, bro, do you think you know what I mean? Like, and I like that about you, because you very, you want to protect, you want to do what you do, you want to push your dream, but you also want to be safe, and you also want to make sure you're doing the right thing. So I salute you for that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I never want to jump to too many conclusions. And Dambrielle is the host of Lifestyle Envy podcast. I know you're going to get even deeper into this conversation tonight. I cannot wait to sit on my couch and watch the Lifestyle Envy show. It comes on at 9, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So Melinda said, you can't get so caught up on getting rich that you become willing to do anything to get that money. That part, let's discuss that, because a lot of women sell their soul trying to get money. You also have to watch the company you keep and be mindful of people intentions of wanting to be around you. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that getting rich. I've heard stories where women have gone to places like Dubai and been subjected to all types of mutilation and sexual deviances just for a bag. Let's talk about that, everybody. Let's open up the discussion for that right now.
I would love to talk about this. Y'all open the door. Y'all open the door, right?
I just think that people live a lifestyle when they rich that is something you would not believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, people and girls do things, honey. Money is the root to all evil. Right. Girls will sell their soul just for that dollar, and then as they get older, and not saying that I never want to victim shame a person, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make that very clear. I'm just saying, like, it's just I just need to hear more. Like, I need to look more into this today, and get more details. I want to read it, because the documents should be
they're
public. They're public, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't Google the court case actual files too. I believe it was a link, not just the one you sent me, Vet Green, but I had another link from another email from one of my media connects I got, and I believe the actual documents is in there. If I do get that PDF, I will send that to you so we can continue this conversation on Monday's show.
Yeah, because I haven't done my due diligence, Dambrielle, and the documents are out there for you. Dambrielle's show, Lifestyle Envy podcast. I know he's going to get deep into the conversation. I can't wait to sit back and hear the discussion and join the discussion, because this is deep. And there's so many women. How do you handle not getting caught up in that industry? Is your mind prepared for that, these things, to not get caught up in the industry? Because it happens so much. You hear about just people, not just women, because I look at Chris Brown and I'm such a fan of his. I think he's so talented, and me as a mom, my heart just goes out to him, because you can tell he got caught up, and at a very young age. To go from being a child to having all of this responsibility and the primary breadwinner at 16?
That's right.
Yeah, very early.
Grown into yourself, right? Your mind has not even grown into the mature capacity that it needs to be in order to make these decisions that he had to make for himself. I mean, I'm sure his mom was there, but him being the primary breadwinner, that changed the dynamics of things.
Yeah.
So these things, how are you preparing yourself to be more mindful of not getting caught up like that?
I think I think God has been preparing me a lot. And what I mean by preparation is literally the full armor of God. And I realized, and I wasn't always, I always would say I was Christian and I go to church on Easter and on Christmas. I'm Christian, but it's like now I've had to rely on God. This whole move to New York has put me in rooms with big names, and I have gotten to see a side of wealth that I didn't necessarily, that I wasn't exposed to, like what money can make people do, I guess I would say. And I think preparing for that is just knowing scripture, knowing that like what good is it to gain the world and lose your soul. That scripture, the scripture of God saying that it's hard for a rich man to walk in righteous ways, and just being aware of that. And not I used to want to be a child star and used to be so mad that I wasn't, but now I see that God was preparing me and blessing me with wisdom and a lot of things that were needed before just throwing you into that environment, because the world is big and money can be harmful.
It can be. You'll sell your soul to it. And I just think, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to say, I just think that, it seems like when allegations like this fall, because these are some serious allegations, it seems like when allegations like this come out, it seems like there's much more coming behind it, like it's like this is prepared news cycle, like the machine is at work.
Look, both you and Melinda said the same thing. Look at that. We know it's coming. And I'm assuming now that Cassie has come out with these allegations, Gabrielle, that there's going to be more. Melinda said we are going to see more women coming forth claiming Diddy did something to violate them, just to get a piece of the potential lawsuit and payouts. And many of the allegations will not even be true, but just used as opportunity to get a check. Yeah, I'm sure that's
they're definitely going to take advantage of that opportunity. That's a bag. That's a quick bag. Anybody who feel anything, they just finna put it out there, like they finna jump on the bandwagon. So
I think can I ask this question now? That part that Melinda just said and Dan Bro just said your truth in that. But my knowledge and wisdom of hearing a lot of things, being in the industry, he's been doing this for a while.
Right.
So if you did this 10 times and one person come in and say, what you gonna do? Is that one person you're not gonna believe? Like, you got 10 people telling the truth, one person lying, and it got to bounce out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if that one person do come and try to get it back, even though you was consensual with it, you know what I mean? I mean, just wrong, but I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know.
I look at when allegations like this come up, I look at the people involved and I think to myself, a lot of times what predators do, and I am not saying that Diddy is a predator, I'm just saying in general, a lot of times what predators do is they seek out people that may not have the best upbringing, they may not have family support, they may not have anyone. And what they do is they place them in a situation where they feel like if they are not with that person, that they no longer have any life, that they are no longer meaningful of anything, that this person actually completes who they are. And to add another component to it, when you add poverty, someone coming from poverty and they are presented with a bag like that is going to not want to give it up that easily. Virus Banga said, why I tend to believe her more is because Cassie has her own bag. Yeah, she has her own bag now, but she didn't then. So that is a thought too, Virus Banga. She does have her own bag now. She can stand, she can take care of herself. She may not be able to live that luxurious life that she was living when she was with Diddy, but she does have her own bag. And why now? That's
I'm pretty sure she's maintaining her lifestyle that she had with Diddy. I'm pretty all them years that she was with him, honey. She should have been ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, she should have been ready for a stormy day, especially when she was planning her escape, when she was going to walk away. She should have had all that set up, honey. Once you go through something like that, and you planning your escape, you need to set up shop immediately. And
I think she did a good job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's maintaining her lifestyle, and her family, her girls is pretty. I really feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she probably had to get help mentally first to even come forward and speak this to a public. She's such a public person, and so is he. You know that, like, this is not finna die down. This is not finna go away. Like
And
if he didn't.
more people are coming.
Yes, it's really devastating. I feel bad for her. Like I can't. I'm not saying no Diddy is like this, but these are some strong allegations.
And it's being reported on all the news outlets. Everybody.
Yes, it's
all
viral right now. It's
It
viral.
broke last night.
Yeah,
I saw that.
50 Cent said, Diddy need to go down.
Well, 50 been dry snitching for the last few months anyway.
You got that right.
Like he already knew, right? It's like 50 already knew. If you watch the Math Hoffa episode that he did with, I can't remember who was on Math Hoffa, but Math Hoffa also said, you know who it was? Was it Usher? No, it was Bow Wow. If you watch the episode he did with Bow Wow, everybody seemed to be separating themselves from Diddy. Like they knew something was about to go down. And I'm sure they did because we're hearing about it now. But this probably started over the summer.
The whispers.
Yeah.
The whispers, exactly, Gabrielle.
Dry stitches. Yeah, definitely dry stitches. That's Gabrielle definitely said dry stitches, Bars Banker. That's facts. Dry.
Yeah. Why do you think he's been dry snitching? What do you think, Gabrielle?
I think he had the word, like you said. It's been circulating. You can tell something was coming though. You know what I'm saying? Like. Because I had this conversation maybe about 3 or 4 shows ago. You know what I'm saying? That they was prepping Diddy for the Bill Cosby. Like it's going down, but I'm telling you, it's all about them trying to get that studio. Because if you catch it, Tyler Perry said that they felt like they was being disrespected at the table. He wouldn't even go back to try to bid on it. He felt, and that's why the Caucasian man think the black man is finna overpower them. So they have to show, look how they did Kanye. Like, girl, this is deep, but then you don't want to discredit Cassie. You see what I'm saying? So it's that's what I'm saying. It's right now it's up in the air. You're seeing what's going on.
And then right now I'm on a Cassie support side of it because of her situation. And then and why now? And let me answer that why now situation because me being in industry I see it in a different perspective. When you on the outside looking in, it's hard to really put these points together. But when you in the industry for so long and you involved and you see a lot of things and you hear a lot of things and you in the industry really moving like an industry person, it's a different perspective. I'm pretty sure we get more people that's tuned in right now as in the industry they can have my back on this. But if you don't know, you just don't know. You know what I mean? And I respect that too, because if you don't know, you just go, no, I can't, get mad at that. But at the end of the day, it is what it was, and it was what's going on right now, and right now it got to be dealt with. It got to be dealt with.
Right.
The investigation is out.
We do have to address also that it does seem funny. What makes this challenging for some people, and why there's going to be various opinions. Is that it is true that Sean Diddy Combs and Tyler Perry and Byron Allen, they were trying to form a collaboration to purchase a majority stake of BET Media Group. It was all over the news as well. And it does seem like every time a person of color tries to take over a network per se, or something that's been established or that can catapult what it is
generational wealth, yes,
Gabrielle. There always seems to be an issue. It's always brought down, and it's fiercely brought down. But what boggles my mind is that we still, even under the allegations of what was said about a sitting president,
right,
he was still able to become the president of the most powerful country in the world on paper.
and now have demoted United States status in the world.
Yes.
Okay.
And now it is the top running as a Republican candidate.
Yes, they girl. Because there is so many people that, oh my God, that's a whole nother conversation. It is so many people that is like that got the same color skin as you got. Okay? Because they don't even know no better. They just voting on them little stimulus checks and et cetera, et cetera. And they really don't understand what it really is. You understand?
Right.
Like, girl, like people, you got to educate the people, honey. Yes, you have to educate the people.
Yes, Dan Brio. And they did say that it was very disrespectful, them trying to even get a stake in it. He said that the bidding process, this is what Tyler Perry said, that the bidding process was very disrespectful. He said he was disappointed for a number of reasons. You know, the way it happened was disrespectful in a lot of ways, is what was being reported on Bloomberg. You know, and this is what they do. This is what they do to try and not let us get generational wealth. And again, I am not saying that the allegations against Diddy are not true. I'm not saying that at all. I would never go against what Cassie is saying, because I believe that as women,
she need justice too.
Exactly.
Team Cassie though.
Team
Cassie, I agree.
Joining us, Bam Fam, Grand Rising, everybody, Grand Rising. It is suspect though. It is suspect. And maybe because they try and build this generational wealth, what they do is they go digging for dirt. Maybe that's what happens. They go digging for the dirt, and then they hit a gold mine like this.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Melinda. You know, she also got her podcast talk show coming soon. You know, speaking to life, Melinda Evans. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be off the chain. The first show is gonna be on November 25th. You know, taking everything together. It looks very amazing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't seen her studio, make sure y'all go ahead and follow her on Facebook. And she has a tour of the pictures of the tour of her studio. Is off the chain. It's so beautiful. So beautiful and professional. So shout out to Melinda doing her thing.
Congratulations to you, Melinda. I love seeing my fellow Lackawannians doing big things in this space. Big shout out to Dan Brielle from Lifestyle Envy. Dan Brielle is another fellow Lackawannian that's doing big things. Huge shout out to you, Melinda. Congratulations on this new journey that you are about to embark on. Anything that we can do to help, we are going to hold that class tomorrow, which is Saturday at 11 a.m. So if you are interested, you will see more information about that go up on our morning show page later on. You'll also see it on my Vet Green page with a link or more information on how to make that payment. But yeah, congratulations to you, Melinda. Kudos to everyone out there embarking on this journey to discovering what it is they are passionate about and what it is that they would like to pursue, because we all come with so many talents. Listening to your music, these things, you can tell how talented you are. I would like to get into the song 2020 by D Sings, and let's unpack that. I work Saturday and don't get off until 3. Okay, Melinda, it's fine. You know what? It is very flexible. So let me just go back to the drawing board, and more to come on that. So no worries. We got you. We definitely
I got you. You know, we got our one-on-ones anyway. So
okay.
Anything that we were talking about in that segment class, I could definitely update you on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, she getting the jump off.
I like that. I like that. And congratulations to you again, Melinda, and thank you for trusting us to assist you on this journey.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back. And when we get back, we're definitely going to play that new song by D Sings up from Sacramento, California, up in New York, doing her thing. Graduated, celebration. Yes, indeed, to the Queen. To do what it do. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, but so we're gonna go ahead and get right into this amazing break. You know, my little princess in the building. I got to definitely play her real quick. You know, y'all got to know with my homegirl, Carney Yellow. You know what I'm saying? You know, 7-year-old with bars. You know what I'm saying? It's my girl.
What's up? It's your boy
girl
TP,
right here.
man.
We'll be right back.
Again on OTM freaking
Sunday.
Come on now, you know, you've been paying attention. But you back. What's up? Welcome back, man. How you feeling?
Good.
You feel good?
Always good.
Smith, you had to bring it back, Smith?
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory, brother. You had to bring it back,
That's the
man.
princess of Tampa.
813.
Come on now.
Canary, the big one.
Come on now. Talk up.
Dope.
Come on now.
Miss Viral.
Come on now.
Miss 600K.
Come on now. That's all you.
Yes.
Tell the people your name again.
Canary Yellow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Who you got with you today? You got somebody with you today?
The Nolly Red.
Ooh. So you ready to snap?
Hold up.
Oh, what's up?
Hold up.
Talk to me.
I know this y'all show, but this my show right now.
Okay.
TP, I want you to be my hype man. Mike Smith, I want you to do my ad lib.
Okay, hold on.
Y'all ready?
Get my
You
swag.
say I'm doing your ad libs? Okay.
I'm the ad lib. I'm the hype. You the hype man. I'm the ad lib.
All right. Okay.
Yo.
Let's do it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Mo dope.
Drop that beat.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Canary Yellow on the check-in.
Yeah.
OTM freaking Sunday.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Mo dope.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm small, but I do it be like Red Ross. I'm a young goat. I'm a young boss.
Talk to me.
I spoiled, I get what I want, no matter what it costs.
Okay.
You ain't got yourself together, that's your mama's fault. I put it on, I be dripping like a pot of salt. Lemonade, I'm a squad, yeah, we taking out. She said she had it, the canary, tell her knock it out. I'ma talk the talk. I'ma walk the walk. I paid for the flow, I get money out of time. I can't let you have none, cause I wear half a mile. Little diamonds on my neck, I like doing shine. Look me up on YouTube, I hot fine. Come for me, then my daddy come for you.
Who else?
And he won't come along, he gon' bring my uncle too.
What else?
Everything on me yellow, but the money blue.
What else?
Everything brand new, I'm acting brand new.
What
the
else?
best? Nothing less, I'm a princess. I ain't got no time to stress, cause I'm too blessed.
No.
I be slayed every day, you looking like a mess.
Oh, God.
You make mediocre music, I'm not impressed.
Oh, God.
I've been rapping since 3, this ain't new to me. I said I'ma go viral 2023.
Okay.
Lay Charles to a header, then seeing me. I'm only 7, but I still who they wanna be. You can say what I do, you can have a seat. Kids love me, they put my music on repeat. Canary Yellow be the name, you gon' remember me. I ain't leaving no crumbs when I come to eat.
Ain't no crumbs when I come to eat.
Canary Yellow.
You can't stand me, you can take a seat.
Canary Yellow.
Hey, no crumbs when I come to eat.
Canary
Hey,
Yellow.
you can't stand me, you can take a seat.
Canary Yellow.
Canary.
Yeah.
Hey, you an idiot, man.
OTM Sundays, man. Canary mother freaking yellow.
Mo dope.
Oh, yeah. I was jamming with that's the right there's off the chain right there. That was Canary Yellow.
She is hard.
She got bars.
She does.
Yeah.
She
Is
does.
so funny. She is so funny, you know. Yeah, so we're gonna have her on the show in the future. We're working on that right now. I'm designing her some sneakers, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got the painted drip. You know, I'm getting her some, you know what I'm saying, some Canary Yellow Air Force Ones. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be blinged out. You know what I'm saying, with the yellow. You know what I mean?
Right.
On it. Yeah, I'm gonna hook old Princess up out there in Tampa, Florida, locking it down out there. You know what I mean? And even T-Pain played her joint on his podcast, as he from Tampa. You know, he said Tampa coming up. You know, Tampa, he might sign her to the label, Nappy Boy Records. Come on, go ahead and get that contract together. T-Pain, get the girl from your hood. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's so cute. That's so cute. So let's get into D-Sing's song 2020 and then get into a discussion about this, because you are definitely you can learn some things listening to this song and become very, very aware of what we as a people have gone through. Hey, Mark Lee, I see you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
We can't breathe. 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 Take a knee. Take a knee. Take a knee. You're only mad at the Black Lives Matter movement cause it's moving. We'll no longer live translucent, here to stay and not moving. 400 years oppression, and they hate it that we happy. Black, our hair, our nose, our lips, our skin, our smile. We let it comply, and you won't die. It's all so simple. Listen, if your skin is black and it stays like that, it's 2.5 strikes against you. This is too much. Where is my wallet? Ahmad Diallo. I gotta cash a check, girl, stop it. Yvonne Smallwood. I'll just go for a drive. Corey Jones. What if I miss a stop sign? Sandra Bland. Okay, I'll just walk to the store. Mike Brown. For snacks and nothing more. Trayvon Martin. I'll jog, so I'll make it quick. Ahmaud Aubrey. I got a cell phone if it looks suspicious. Stephon Clark. Okay, I'll just run home so I won't be out long. No running, Walter Scott. Then I'll get strapped to carry my own. Philando Castile. I got a question now, cause this just sounds wrong. No question asking Randy Evans. Then I'll go to sleep. Breonna Taylor. It's our children, it's our mothers, it's our sisters and our brothers, and you wonder why we're mad. Let me say, it's our children, it's our mothers, it's our sisters and our brothers, and you wonder why we're mad. We're forgotten, we're tormented, we're abandoned and heartbroken, and you wonder why we're sad. So, take a day and put yourself in my shoes. Take a day, I wonder how would you do? Take a day and take the weight of being black off my back. Use the privilege for change like that. Take a day and put yourself in my shoes. Take a day, I wonder how would you do? Take a day and take the weight of being black off my back. Use the privilege for change like that. Take a day and put yourself in my shoes. Lace them up tight, be careful because they're big boots. Laces of thorn, holes at the bottom, no comfort inside. What happened? Why you not smiling? We can't breathe, we can't breathe, we can't breathe. We can't breathe, we can't breathe, we can't breathe. Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee. Yeah. I said take a knee, take a knee, take a knee. Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee. Oh, I said take a knee. Can't breathe, we can't breathe, we can't breathe. We can't breathe, we can't breathe, we can't breathe. I said we can't breathe.
That is one of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard in my life. Like if you didn't tear up a little bit when you heard that song, then you need to go back to bed and get up on the other side.
Yeah, twice. Yeah,
that
twice.
Is a beautiful song.
Matter of fact, fall off the bed.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
what emotions did you have to tap into to write such a beautiful song and to use your voice the way that you did? Because you can hear all the emotion, all the pain. Like the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up right now, because that is a beautiful depiction of the struggle that we all have to go through. When you talk about, the color of our skin, like that's 2 marks against you right there. The deeper your skin, the deeper the marks. Talk to about the beauty of that song, because it really is one of the most beautiful songs I have ever heard. Where did you go to get that?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That song was written in 2020 after the murder of George Floyd. And I think because we were already in quarantine and we're still like in the peak of COVID, so we didn't really know what the world was going to look like. And then because we're all already sitting in our homes, quarantined with our family, we had to watch George Floyd's murder on our cell phones in the most heart-wrenching way. I think all communities were torn when that happened, but the Black community, we we felt that one because I believe that followed Philando Castile's death when the cops stopped him, and he was licensed to carry, and he didn't even get to pull it out to show them. Like, and so it was just, I was hurt. The song wasn't even written to be a song; it was a journal entry. And I had went to the studio of it was a friends of mine, and I was like, "Can we make something?" And he was like, "Yeah, do you have something? No. Do you have lyrics? No. Do you have a beat? I don't." So that's why the chords are very simple, because he was like, "Well, what you want to do? Like, what do you want to do here?" And I was like, "Can you just touch something on the piano and I'll tell you when to stop?" And he just went down pressing keys, and I was like, "That one." And so it's just two simple chords, because I was like, "Just do that." And I actually put it out on accident.
That's powerful. It wasn't on accident. The Most High knew what he was doing.
Oh,
That's right.
God don't make no mistake.
Absolutely.
Got a message. It's very
I
powerful.
wasn't ready. These things.
Yeah.
Wasn't ready. You're getting a lot of love in the chat. Deep, lots of fire from Bam Fam. Bless and respect. Superstar from Gambrielle. This song is so beautiful. Much respect to you for even having the courage to go deep, because you can hear how deep you went within yourself and just expressing your pain. By it being a journal entry, my next question is, did you cry during any of that? Because sometimes we have to let our words be our tears, and you can hear that in this ballad. And if you want to listen to it, everybody, the name of the song is called He Sings. And you can find Dee Sings. You can follow her here and let them know also where to listen and find your music. This is on YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, there's a video slideshow that I had put together for this that's on YouTube also. The song is titled 2020. It's on all streaming platforms: Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, every streaming platform.
Yeah. Well, definitely a lot of courage, and I pray that it goes far. People need to hear that, because it tells such a story that we as Black people, you can hear the pain that we go through on an everyday basis. Take a run, you said, sleeping,
we can only be wrong in Black skin according to white America. And I think I think at that time what set me off, I was having a conversation with someone who, it was a white mentor / friend type person, and she just wanted to understand. It was at that certain time, and she's like, "Well, what can I like? What can I do?" And I was like, "Just understand the fact that you're privileged. Just know that everywhere that we go, we're wrong for it."
Mm-hmm.
And
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yes, there was a lot of crying in the process of just writing it, because I also, as a young adult, I think I was 19 when I wrote the song.
Yeah.
I'm realizing it for myself. Like, I'm coming to my own truths. I have nieces and nephews, and at some point somebody's gonna have to tell these little Black boys that they're gonna have to break that to them. And that hurts. As an aunt, as a sister, as a daughter, that hurts.
As a mom, that hurts to sit around the kitchen table and have those conversations with your child.
Have you had to do that?
Oh yeah, 6 kids. That was our conversations around the kitchen table. I had to tell my little Black boys and girls that you're going to have to work a little bit harder, and life is going to be hard for you. And then as a gay Black boy, life is going to be definitely hard for you. So absolutely.
We just had this conversation 4 or 5 shows ago. Deep conversation about, what was your experience, these things, for the first time knowing that you was a Black girl and you have discriminated against or been racial profiled. Well, how old were you, and how did you feel?
How old was I when I first experienced it? I think when I was first coming to it was, I think the first time that I was told about it was more impactful. My parents were born in the 50s, and my mom is from Louisiana. My dad is from Little Rock, Arkansas. And just when I would ask my mom stories about her childhood, I was curious like what dolls she would play with. But the stories that I got was like, having to run and hide on the way to school. And I'm like, what? Like hiding from what, Mom? And she's like, people sometimes throw glass bottles at you. No, I don't know that. No, I don't know what. And so just hearing her stories set in deep, because I went to the same school my mom graduated from as far as high school, and we grew up in that same hood. And I think for me, my first time realizing it was probably elementary school. The way that the teachers would treat me, and the way that they would talk down to a child. I could never imagine as an adult speaking to a child the way I was spoke to. A child is a seed. You nurture that. I couldn't imagine speaking to a child the way I was spoke to, the way I was shouted at and humiliated. I couldn't imagine doing that to a child.
It was a common practice. Depending on where you are, it's still a common practice. We have to go through so much just based on the color of our skin. And, the more beautiful your skin, the more deeply melanated your skin, the harder your life can be, just based on that very thing that is supposed to protect you. And in any other society is so beautiful. Like we come in so many shades and hues, but we've been made to feel as if we are less than based on the beauty of what is us. And I love songs like this that, speaks to the pain, but it also, it also speaks to how strong we really are as a people, because we can still go through that bull crap right there and still come out on top, because we're still thriving and surviving. We're still living life, and we're still taking sludge hammers to these chains that they tried to keep on us, had kept on us for 400 years. And then we have people like D Sings that acknowledges this pain and sings about it, and we can share that pain and also teach people this is what we've been through. But you know what? You know how strong you really are inside. Even though we've gone through stuff like this, you're still strong. So big kudos to you. And
thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful song, everybody. We're gonna have to go to a break because I'm
on a break. Yeah. Yeah. It's a powerful song. I definitely appreciate the lyrics. I appreciate the vibe. The energy at that time was perfect, and you spoke your truth for the world of all race people to understand and understand what you're expressing, and and that's awesome, and that's definitely awesome. We're gonna get to a break. We're gonna definitely go to music video. Low Key, who was on the show last night on the Vet Green show. She got a song called That Thing. We're gonna go right to this music video and a commercial break. And y'all stay tuned in on the morning show right here on the morning show, Papa Show. This your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. We have D Sings, our special guests, and we have the Vet Green, the Queen, and Dan Braille definitely is in the house. Yes, let's get busy.
Low key, young woman. Hey. I made exceptions for that thing. I changed directions for that thing. I learned some lessons on that thing, but I won't be stressing on that thing. I fought my sleep for that thing. Took the fuzz off my peach for that thing. I've had to sneak for that thing, but I won't be weak for that thing. I made a playlist for that thing. I said you the greatest for that thing. I done got naked for that thing. Bent it over and shake it for that thing. I stayed up all night for that thing. I left on the lights for that thing. I gotten selfish and I gotten jealous, but I won't be fighting for that thing. Fuck is you doing? What am I doing? Fuck is you doing? What am I doing? for that thing, for that thing, for that thing, for that thing. What am I doing for that? I canceled plans for that thing. I left my man for that thing. I said no to seafood and only drink water and pineapple cran for that thing. I put on shea butter for that thing. I washed all my covers for that thing. Been a part-time lover for that thing, but I won't suffer for that thing. I pumped his head up for that thing. I made my bed up for that thing, but I done got fed up on that thing. So I gotta let up on that thing, cause I took a shower for that thing, then waited up for hours for that thing, and could've had plenty other things, but I saved my power for that thing. See, I did my dishes for that thing. I took a picture for that thing. Messed up and sent it for that thing. Now he got a witness for that thing. I done got caught up for that thing. Ignore how I was brought up for that thing. Hit the liquor store and bought up for that thing, but I won't get my heart up for that thing. Fuck is you doing? What am I doing? Yeah, yeah. Fuck is you doing? And what am I doing? For that thing, for that thing, for that thing, for that, for that thing, for that thing, for that thing, for that thing, for that thing. What am I doing for that? I posted a thirst trap for that thing. I written some verses for that thing. I signed it in cursive for that thing, but lately it ain't worth it for that thing. I can't lose focus for that thing. Rather do my own shit than that thing. I started ghosting all them things, and now I can finally see a change.
This is why you're a broke musician. Everyone's always so mad. They're saying the music business doesn't want us to succeed. Well, right now, this is the best time to be an artist, but you are not making the best decisions. See, most musicians are sending to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, which all pay a fraction of a penny when people listen to their music. Is that worth it? Imagine if you looked into the newspaper and it said, there's a job offer. We pay you fractions of a penny. Would anybody be excited for that? No. The problem is most artists don't have any offers. They just send people to Spotify. That's their offer. My offer is I could get paid a fraction of a penny. They haven't set up a page that shows how much that they charge for a show. They don't have their website, and they're not driving traffic to their website where people can actually buy their albums. They don't have any membership platforms where people can now subscribe to them for $5 a month. There's no way for anybody to spend more money with them, even if they wanted to. So for you as an artist, what you do with this information is first, you need to start off by creating offers. Perform at someone's birthday party. What does that cost? Put it on your website. What does an album cost? Put it on your website. How much does a custom song cost? Put it on your website. You have to have other options for people to buy something from you than to just go to Spotify and pay you a fraction of a penny.
Right there. You know what I'm saying? Love her to death. She stay on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Christian. Her name was Christine. She good people, and she been my mentor for about 8 years. And I had to put that video up right there. You know what I'm saying? She approved it, like, yeah, you can play that video as that's your platform. She tunes in once in a while. So shout out to her. Y'all could definitely Google her, Christian Maria, and then follow her marketing classes and all that. She's one of my teachers that taught me a lot of things that I know, and that's how I got my certificate through her. So shout out to her. Say shout out to her. How y'all doing today? How you like that video? Low key.
Low key, fire too.
Yeah.
I see they're getting a lot of love. Big Mike said that was the realest positive video I've seen in 20 years, and it's clean, right? That's the type of music I love to have on the morning show and the Vet Green show. It's about the clean stuff. Let's promote positivity.
Right. It was a vibe too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely was a vibe. Yeah, damn, bro, you got to unmute. Shit, you can't hear.
Yeah, see that.
You got to unmute that. Yeah, it's definitely an amazing video. Appreciate everybody tuning in on this joint. Yeah. See, a lot of people showing a lot of love for that low key.
So D-Sings, what got you started in the music industry? What made you want to jump into this type of industry?
I never had a second choice. It's been something that I recognized when I was, I would say around 6 is when I realized, 5 is when I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is what I'm here to do. But even my mom prophesied it over me. She spoke it in a song that she wrote me as a child, just saying that she knows that I'm here to be a singer. And this was when I was too. Like I wasn't even singing or talking yet, but she was like, no, God told me like that's what you're gonna do. And then but she didn't tell me that till much later. Once I was like, hey, you know the lyrics to your song that you made me said I'm a singer? She's like, yeah. But I've never had a second choice. I think the only thing that came into question with me was like what type of artist I'm gonna be, and that sort of shaped around the type of woman that I'm growing into.
But you said your mom still had the lyrics that she wrote you?
Yeah.
Did you make it into a song?
No, that's precious.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my little snuggle in the crook of her neck song and just enjoy feeling at home. But yeah, it says something like with open arms and a smile so bright, she makes me know that I've done something right. I know you might, you think you are. My little Danielle is the star. She often laughs and she can sing. My baby's gonna be the queen.
Oh wow. That is beautiful.
She's a sweetie.
Oh my goodness. That's she prophesized it over you, and then you write a song called 2020, which just got me all emotional up here. Like that's such a beautiful song. How does she feel about where you're headed right now in the industry? Does she get scared at all for you, or does she give you a lot of advice?
I think I expected her to be terrified, especially moving to New York, because I'm from California. I'm very far from home, but she received this level of comfort and security with it, just knowing that I'm walking with God truly, and also the whole move to New York. It was never something that I like just dreamed of living on the opposite coast, but she remembers a point in time when I was a child too that she had to remind me of. She was like, you know what, I can't even be mad because you told me as a kid that God was going to move you to New York. I was like, and I remembered that the lines on my hand have NY on this one, and I had to remember that in elementary school. I used to be like, Mom, this means God's going to take me to New York one day. And she'd be like, okay.
Wow.
And so I was like, oh wow, it's unfolding. And so right now I'm just trying to make sure it unfolds with my spirit in a sound place. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. What are some of the major differences that kind of like wowed your mind coming from California into a big city like New York?
I love it. The biggest, but the first thing that I noticed and that I loved is that they don't do small talk here, and I love that. I always felt like it's insincere. Like if I'm in the elevator and someone comes in the elevator, don't just say stuff to fill the awkward time. Like if you genuinely care how I'm doing, sure, ask and start a conversation, but don't just, oh, what weather's nice today, isn't it? Like, we don't got to do this, bro. We don't.
You're fitting right in.
I love it here. But because people think New Yorkers are rude, but it's like they speak with intention. If they're talking to you, they care. If they're saying something to you, that they mean it. I think that's how it should be.
That's right. What about the fast pace?
Now that.
We are, and that's a New York thing. I found that it does not matter if you are upstate, downstate, western, southern. We are just fast in general. Now, downstate, they may move a little bit faster than we do, but we are generally just fast. I've been, several places, lived several places. We are just fast. We can't help it.
And I thought I was like, I naturally moved quick. I kind of know I didn't, but I'm 6 feet tall. So when I walk, you would think I would walk a little faster. The people out here, they shoot right past me. And I think at first when I moved out here alone and I was uncomfortable, I would like try to hurry and I would panic. Now I'm like, hey, you gonna cuss me out? You gonna walk past me? You gonna bump my shoulder? And it's just a part of the culture. I'm like, nobody.
Yeah. Walking is like driving.
You just got to get your flow. You just got to get your flow so you can walk with the crowd, because you will get bumped.
Yeah.
You absolutely will. I've had it done and I've done it. I absolutely love it. I love it.
Big Mike said, for real, because I know I'm not rude. Big Mike is in one of the boroughs as well. He's out in
He out there in Brooklyn.
yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Brooklyn. I love it out here. It's so genuine. And the people that I have met, they're so sincere because they're not gonna waste their time talking to you or in starting a friendship with you unless they genuinely see something. And then they're the most, it's deeper than sincere, like compassionate people that I've ever experienced. Like if these people that you meet see that you're not well or something, they're not just the type to text you, oh, get well soon. No, they're gonna bring food to your front door or they're gonna come check on you. And I'm like people from New York are not mean. They just care when they care.
Yeah. It takes some getting used to for sure.
Yeah.
It definitely takes some getting used to. What about the food? Is there a particular restaurant or
Good morning, bro. There's a Winnipeg Canada in the building.
The food, I kind of got a bone to pick with it. My favorite food is Mexican food.
Okay.
And in California we have it's everywhere because California is right next to Mexico. However, on the East Coast, y'all Mexican food,
it's not good or authentic. You gotta go to Chicago.
It's not Mexican.
You're right.
And I'm like,
you're right. I was in Albuquerque, so yeah, I understand that part. In Albuquerque, yeah, you definitely the mom and pop spots be off the chain. Yeah,
I'm saying
Chicago too. They have some great food.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've heard.
Heavily populated. Mexicans are heavily populated in certain areas. They have whole entire neighborhoods in Chicago. The food is so good, so authentic. One of my Javaritos is one of my favorite restaurants in Chicago, and that there's some sandwich that they make with like these plantains and has a steak meat. Oh, I can't even. I think it's called a Javarito, as a matter of fact. I think that's the name of it. It's so delicious. Can't find that here in Buffalo.
Is that like Southside?
Actually, no. I live in a town called Maywood, which is near Bellwood, which is heavily Mexican populated. Bellwood, it's like it's not south, it's actually west of Chicago. South is another area, but south side also great Mexican food, Greek food. Best Greek food I've ever had. I found in Chicago as well. One of my favorite restaurants. I'm a seafood lover, so my favorite restaurant is Papados.
Yeah.
Out that way.
I've heard good things. I have to see if there's a Papados out here.
Yeah. I think they're more south, but if you are into seafood, they definitely it's like a Louisiana flavor type deal with the alligator and all of that.
Alligator.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
He said Chipotle. I don't know about that one.
That's true. I don't get with the fast food chains that much, y'all. With the what's not fast food? What do they call them? Chain restaurants.
Yeah.
Chain restaurant. Yeah. That's Chipotle is. That is what I eat out here sometimes because that's like my last
resort.
Yes.
You'll find some out there, but New York is so big, you can find a little mom and pop spot in a cut somewhere. You know, New York is big, so there's so much stuff you can stumble on when you travel a little bit.
I don't think I'll eat another fork of Mexican food out here, but I do like the Italian food, and they have great Caribbean food.
Yes,
so good Caribbean food.
Italians too. There's a restaurant, I believe it's called Marco's, that's out that way that we went to when I was in the city last Mother's Day. Really great food. You can sit in the window, so you're half outside, half in. Beautiful. I love one of the things I love about being in the city is just you feel alive. You really feel alive just getting in the hustle and bustle. It can be a little overwhelming, to some people if you are not used to the big city. So were you overwhelmed at all when you first moved there?
I was overwhelmed when I first moved because my family flew down with me and we were driving through the city.
Oh, wow.
And I just thought that's how you were supposed to do it. Like, so we were in it was a Denali truck.
Wow.
And we're driving through the city trying to, all of our first time ever being here. So I'm like, oh, this is chaotic. And
yes,
especially we were lost trying to use our phones as maps, no.
Yeah.
But the first time I went by myself and like just took the train down there, it was cool. I love going down there now. I put the GPS on my headphone and I just walk where I'm going. And it's relaxing.
I've never tried using a GPS while I was walking. I've seen people do it, but I've never. I'm not that good using maps and stuff, and I always get confused. The GPS never seems to work right well for me.
It don't, but if once you zoom it out and like turn it, you can sort of figure it out a little bit easier. But it's easier than trying to have my phone out because then you look like you don't belong, and then it's like now people know.
That's great advice also, because a lot of times tourists are the ones who are targeted in the city. So,
absolutely.
What's next for you, D-Sings? What is it that you would like to embark on? Are there any collaborations coming up or additional music coming up? Food has been my life. A chef for 17 years. Okay, student.
It runs in the family. We all chefs. Me, my brother. That's my baby brother right there. He's live in Canada. And my older brother was the main one that influenced us. He's a chef, and I'm a chef, and you know what I mean. I believe. Brother, I don't know brother Isaac, and he a chef too. Daniel, I don't know about Isaac. I don't know about bro Isaac. He different. He different. Yeah, he 2 Chainz different. Yeah, but yeah,
we all got him.
Okay, don't we?
Yeah, we always chefs. Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Love that. See, I cook up a little bit, but I wouldn't say I'm a chef.
What's your favorite dish
to cook?
Yeah, or to cook or to eat.
My favorite meal to cook will probably be cream and mushroom chicken over rice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Love me some cream and mushroom chicken over rice. But my fried fish is been a favorite amongst my friends and family.
Oh, I love fried fish.
I cannot wait until
California, and that's a tradition out there with fish. I know it's about the fried fish thing.
Really?
California and Ohio. Ohio got the catfish, Cajun catfish.
Yeah.
And then you got the Southern, and they'll have the California Cali fish, the fish dishes and all that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Fry it up.
Yes.
Absolutely, putting it in grease.
Yes. We don't need it, but yes.
I know. I'm trying to learn like healthier ways to cook, but my family is so country. Like everything had grease sticks of butter, or extra cheese. So I'm like,
yes. Right.
You try the olive oil, but with olive oil, you got to have it at a certain temperature. It's kind of it's tricky with olive oil. I fry with olive oil now, and this is a COVID because of my health, and I'm learned how to really be consistent with it. Me being a chef, we never really used only olive oil for like Italian food dishes and stuff like that. But now that's all I use now. Now I'm perfected that, to use that now. I can pretty much do pretty good,
Yeah.
But our buffalo wings, because I'm from Buffalo, we can't do the olive oil thing. We got to go vegetable oil on that one. We got to go diet on that one. Yeah, we got to mess up a diet on that one. Yeah,
you all are making me so hungry. Your brother is talking about brandy mushrooms. Big Mike is talking about his son. His son is a chef and has cooked for a lot of people, including celebrities.
Yeah.
Big Mike, I know you are so proud of your son. He's out in DC, I believe, and and has cooked for quite a large audience.
Yes.
Send a plate, Big Mike. Send a plate.
Send a plate.
It's
giving coming up. Send a plate. You know what I'm saying? Send it in an email at grindcity@gmail.com. I wish you could send plates to the email. That'd be awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's coming, y'all. Something like that's gonna happen. Would you eat it? Remember the Jetsons and
yeah.
Would you eat that? I don't know if I would eat it unless it was like that's the only thing available. I don't know about that. Just pop up food.
I mean, we pretty much got pop up food now. The way they engineering everything at the stores. So
you know what, these things, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So going back to what's next for these things, what more can we expect from you? Are there any projects that you're working on right now? Any collaborations that you are looking forward to, open to collaboration?
Yes, definitely open to collaborations. My next single release is going to be December 3rd. I'm very excited, very, very excited about that song. I'm going to start promoting it next week. The pre-save link will be out as far as Monday on my Instagram and all social medias. I'm very excited about that song. It's a treat. I'm excited about that song.
Okay. Is this one of those songs that's been in like your repertoire of songs, or is this something that you recently wrote? And what can we expect to hear, if you can release a little bit of information about this song?
Yes, I did recently write it. Working with a label, they had gave me some studio time, and so I was just re-recording everything. Basically, my song "Be Weird" was re-recorded because I wanted to put God's name in it, so that was re-released. And then now this song coming out, it's titled Prayers. I'm debating the name if I'm gonna call it Prayers or my business, because it I can definitely give us a snippet of that if you all would like.
Yes, absolutely. Who's ready?
Who's ready for this? Exclusive.
Right.
Here, let me go ahead and see what you can do with this thing here.
Yeah.
You know, American Idol. You know what I mean?
And while we're doing that, while these things doing that, you want to go ahead and play the video that we played earlier, just for those of you who did not see the video earlier or listen to the music earlier. D-Sing is multi-talented. Make sure you check out the music that she has released out on YouTube. There's a few videos out, or a few songs out there on YouTube. I was pleasantly surprised. I love when I'm hearing great music, great sounds, and it's different as well. That is so important. Like, don't sound like everybody else.
That's right.
You know, and your songs give me hope that we don't have to continue to listen to that music that makes people want to go out and shoot people. So.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
We want a recap of Be Weird video. You play
yes, let's do a recap of that. Yeah.
I've been smoking on letting shit go out, sipping on distance, letting people do what they want. Not my job to fix shit. I've been living so free, stressing ain't for me. I'm letting people place themselves where they wanna be. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah, be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want. Listen, I surrender to God when I learned I'm not in control. I used to hassle loved ones for not abiding the code. I used to think that love meant the same for everyone, until I heard my love been places my ears would never turn. Be weird if you want to. Hey, yeah. Be weird if you want. Be weird if you want to. Be weird if you want. Listen, I'm not trusting, I know love, I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. I know trusting, I know love, I know what it means. Define it for yourself and it'll save you some peace. So be weird, be weird, be weird. If you want to boo boo, skid to the boo boo, skid boo to boo to boo to boo boo, skid to the boo boo, skid to the boo boo boo, skid to the boo boo boo, skid to boo to boo to boo boo, skid to boo
Oh, I think we gotta go. Nah, there's two ladies waiting for us.
if you want.
Everybody know I'm the best? In what category? In everything. Name one. We got the best rappers. We literally started rap. You might have started it, but we elevated the game. Public Enemy, Rakim, Run DMC. Tupac, Biggie, Nas. R&B then. Don't do that to yourself. Keith Sweat, Rick James, Bobby Brown. Boys to Men, Drew Hill, Jodeci. Ooh, yeah. New Edition, Prince, Whitney Houston. Let's begin this. What you doing here? Because I deserve to be in the conversation. Okay, what you got? Usher, 50 Cent, Alicia Keys. Snoop Dogg, SWV, Escape. Outkast, Eminem, Missy Elliott, Soulja Boy. You! Michael Jackson! He got y'all with that one. What you doing here? Because we got good music too. Yeah, y'all over with. Beyonce, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Rihanna. Dr. Dre, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. Britney Spears! Okay, let's just come to agreement that we all got talent. You right. Yeah, facts. What about me? Get y'all there.
That is just too funny.
That is hilarious.
We're here with these things this morning, doing what it do. Had a recap of the music video and everything. Be weird in the place. We gonna break that record. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gonna break that jump.
Amen. I receive it. I receive it.
Yeah, we gonna have fun with that. Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You enjoying the show so far? This is what we do every morning.
I'm loving it. I love the conversation. I love the real world conversations about things going on in our communities. I'm enjoying it. Absolutely. I would love to come back.
Yeah, definitely. This platform is made for you anytime you want to. You know what I mean? All you got to do is open your mouth and speak, and we got you.
Yes, when it's time for that. What day will the new track be breaking? So that
December 3rd.
Okay. How excited are you? Are you a little bit nervous? What do you think is going to be a little bit different compared to what we've heard so far?
I'm excited about this track because it sort of has a similar feel as Be Weird as far as like a R&B neo. It's not really a neo soul vibe, but a more R&B vibe. And I'm excited for the song because it'll probably be, and I don't want to say my last, but my last for a while. My last song of just fun, vibey music. Because like my song 2020, I think my purpose here is to dig deep. And I tried to steer away from that and just make the fun music, the pop music. But it's like, I think I'm here to dig deep and say those things and gather those communities and be felt. And so I tried to not water down the content enough to be vibey and to be fun. But I think digging deep is what I'm here to do.
Yeah. Do you feel that you are creative and that you mentioned earlier that you didn't have any choice. You've always known that you wanted to do this. Do you feel that that's just a part of your creativity? Because I've gathered that you also write based on the song 2020 that came from a journal entry, which I think is so beautiful. Do you feel that you can be creative in these different spaces and not lose sight of who you are? Like all of this makes up who you are?
That's the beautiful way to look at it. Absolutely. I think that's only fair, not to subject yourself to one genre, one type of content, especially when if God gave you multiple spaces, explore all of them, or he will take them back. Yeah. So I think that is a beautiful way to look at it, to just see it as a season. One season I'm here, the next season I'm there.
Yeah, and not be afraid to walk into those spaces and see what they feel like, see what they look like on you, see the picture that you can paint for yourself in that space as well. I'm very excited to see where this takes you, where everything takes you. I know that song, just not to keep harping on it, but the song 2020 is just so moving. Yeah. I can definitely see you out there, helping guide people to a better them, helping to bring people to an awareness so that we can begin to stand together and say no more, because it's going to require a movement, and it's going to require some awakening and some awareness. And for us to stand up and say, you know what, enough is enough. Like, no more Breonna Taylors, no more hashtags, no more killing one of our brothers in the car while he's in the car with his kids. Now these kids are going to have to go through this traumatic experience and hope get counseling to heal from what it is that they've been subjected to based on who and what their father looked like.
I completely forgot that his kids were in the car. Mm-hmm. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I've noticed about 2020 is the way that it hits different people. I think that song hits mothers and fathers different than it hits the youth, and as it hits just siblings. I think when Breonna Taylor's mom reached out to me about that song, and I had to sing that song in front of a panel of mothers who have lost their children to police brutality. In that moment, of course, just being empathetic and just feeling all the pain coming off of them, steaming off of them. I think that's when I realized, like, oh no, art has a greater purpose than like me being up here feeling shy or feeling anything. Like, that song has a greater purpose, and I think that song is for them more than it's for anyone else.
Like Joker said earlier, God gave it to you. You weren't going to drop it, but God said yes, drop it, because we need to feel that. People need to hear that so they can get a better understanding, understanding, overstanding of the experience that we face. Like, this is a daily battle for us. And many of those people that you spoke about, all of those people that you spoke about, they were somebody's children.
That's right.
They were daughters, they were sons, they were fathers, aunts and uncles, like you said in the song. These were people, and they became a victim to this racist, society that has been led to believe that they are superior over anybody based on the color of their skin or the lack of color in their skin. Nobody is superior over anybody. And if you are of that ethnicity and you continue to live your life being biased and to live your life thinking that the rite of passage that you have been given is correct, then you are wrong, and you need to go back to bed a few times and get back up on a few sides of the bed.
Yeah, and fall on the other side and hit your head on the wall.
Okay. Y'all taking me out with this bed analogy. I don't think I'm gonna be able to look at it the same no more. Go back to bed a few times and get out. What does that mean? Like do they stand up and then be like, nah, I'm still wrong, and like go back
roll over
or
something.
they
These
just-
things roll over.
like I'm starting to question: is it the mattress that's the problem? Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
That Burger Jones said, "Okay, I'm back. I went and followed these things, and you got lost in the sauce of that music, didn't you?" So, young sis, God bless you. Going deep, do your thing. Definitely a fan. I know. I love going down that rabbit hole of music and finding song after song that's so just good. You know, I thought when I went down the rabbit hole, I'm like, dang, this is good. And then got to 2020, I'm like, wait a minute, like this is an entirely different vibe here.
Yes.
Showed your musical capabilities as well.
Thank you. I want you to know that I'm that gem that you gave me, that was a gem, to just exist in both spaces and not subject myself to one type of music. That was beautiful, and not even just genre, but the heart space. Allow myself to go deep if that's what's, you know, the assignment is, and also allow myself to make the fun upbeat stuff too. I'm taking that with me. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nothing but God, you know, nothing but God. You going deep made me very, very emotional because I'm listening to it from my mom ear, you know, and I'm hearing that pain and listening to it. You can hear how deep you had to go to get that out of you, you know. So thank God, you know, thank you to the Most High for even putting that in your heart to share it with us. Because it is definitely, we're going to be definitely playing it on our platforms because more people need to hear that, because I need people to become aware of what happened to us. And unless it's in their face, it's just going to be erased. They're not going to think about it. You know, they're not going to move accordingly. I need our people to begin to stand up. Okay. I need our people to see what happened to us, because I'm over it. I'm tired of it. These things, you know, like that awakening is real. Okay. That weight on my shoulders is real. And it's like, we need to wake up. We need to get this thing going. We stop asking for handouts. Like Gabrielle said, don't become complacent because they want to get
that part.
$100 check.
Yep.
Stand your butt up. Okay.
That's right.
Let's go.
Put in the work. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's that part. I love that part. You know what I'm saying? I hate folks that's trying to get handouts, and especially they know our journey. They know your journey, Vet Green the Queen. They know your journey, Queen DC thing. So like they don't understand the journey of what we've been through or where we at right now. But then you got that one person that go through their little journey, but they don't understand our journey. But they come out with their handout like Allstate. Understand me? So you know, yeah.
That Burger said, one question: are y'all talking to the singer or the songwriter? Because apparently they are two different people. I'm gonna let D Sings answer that.
I gotta delete that reel. I made an Instagram reel where it's like a challenge, like you show yourself in two different lights. So the singer was like when I was like done up in the music video, and the songwriter was when I was like sitting in an office that I had made of a previous closet that I had took all my clothes out, put a desk, put some speakers in there, and I was just very raw, very like just staring at the camera, very plain. Right now, I think the version of it, this is a happy medium, because I'm in an environment where it's comfortable to just be vulnerable, to just be true. And so, I mean, I'm not in my robe how I was with my hair wrapped up, but same person. Don't delete.
Don't delete. Keep that up there. Keep that meme up there.
Right, authenticity it is. All right, you got it.
Definitely give that good vibe sign behind you is definitely a testament of what you emit. Definitely give good vibes, positive energy. Your voice is very calm, plays over very well, you know, in audio.
I want to give you a hug.
Oh,
but we're virtual.
Yeah. I'm in Buffalo. We're air hugging right now.
Right.
I just go with God. Yeah, I just go by whatever the Most High places on my heart. This is just me being authentically me and just me assessing, what it is that I'm feeling at the time, because listen, lights attract lights. We just are beaming off of each other. And today we're going to go outside and we're going to see one extra star outside because of what's happening today.
That's what's up.
I'm a believer.
Yeah.
When you speak, you speak.
Thank you. It's nothing but the Most High.
Yeah, nothing but the Most High. We're going to take one more break and come back to a close out and have another little small little conversation with the lovely D Sings. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the conversation, enjoying the vibe. This is what it's supposed to do. We moving folks on the digital world, tuned all the way in and all that. So yeah, we're gonna get right into another artist that definitely and in the same wave as D Sing, and she definitely speaking her truth. And now she's gonna be on the show in the middle of December. She's gonna be on the show. We trying to get that together. She's on tour right now and in the studio recording her new album. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and hit up with my girl, Kalia. I think I said it right.
Don't call me dramatic, not overreacting. After everything you did, the cars you've been guessing. Just to light it up, step it back, watch what happens. Waging a war with words, weapons flashing. No, don't call me dramatic, fighting back with passion. I ain't gonna let you have the satisfaction. When we more than once, it's a cycle of madness. Maybe you're the one who should look at your actions. So don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. Don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. I know when I've been gaslit, you can try to pretend you didn't mean it, but I know that you know what you're doing. You've had some practice while I've been patient, crossing lines all the time like it just don't matter to you. But it does when I do, don't it? Why do you try putting the same standard on yourself for a minute? Yeah, it's no fun when you're the judge, is it now? You're the one who needs to tone it down with the pride. It's the same as lying when you paint it like that. You know it is. So don't call me dramatic, not overreacting. After everything you did, the cause you've been guessing. Just to light it up, step it back, watch what happens. Waging a war with words, weapons fashion. No, don't call me dramatic, fighting back with passion. I ain't gonna let you have the satisfaction. Fool me more than once, it's a cycle of madness. Maybe you're the one who should look at your actions. So don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. Don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. Don't have time for this to end now. Tell me I'm the one who's tripping, but you don't make sense, no. I'll wait for the day you would change, but it never came. You didn't have the intentions to, that's the truth. And it hurts me more than it hurts you. You don't want me to believe that, do you? Think the world's spin around your view. Done everything I can to get through. So don't call me dramatic, not overreacting. After everything you did, the price you've been getting. Just to light it up, watch it all turn to ashes. You're the only one with a stack of matches. Don't call me dramatic, crazy like the best. You looked at yourself lately cause you the saddest. Think you saw my cut ties with you, no attachment. Cause you stoking the flame like you an addict. Don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. Don't call me dramatic. Don't call me dramatic, no. There's a difference, don't forget that it's taking it into the no.
Make sure you shop with Dip with Dignity. It is the best strawberries dipped in chocolate that I have ever had. Listen, y'all, if you want a treat that's sure to knock you off your feet, you need to get with Dipped in Dignity, okay? These are the best treats that I have ever had, and I am not somebody who liked strawberry dipped in chocolate. I was never that girl, but when I taste these treats by Dipped in Dignity, oh my God, OMG, I couldn't just eat one. Make sure you get with Dipped in Dignity, the very
That just got me so hungry.
The stomach is growling. Like,
Yeah, that did look good though, man. That
I had to get up close. I was like,
yeah.
They are just as good as they look. They were best.
Lick the string.
Okay.
I was like,
and she is not that old, you all. She is a teenager that is handling her business. Yeah, she is. How old is it, Shia? About 16 years old, if that. Yeah.
Okay.
If that, and handling her business. She works full time, is an entrepreneur, and is in school and a straight A student. Okay. Can't
Yeah.
ask
she's
more.
doing it.
Yeah,
Doing
man.
it.
I had to order something for Christmas. You know, I can put my order in.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I want the white
Where's she
chocolate,
at?
the mint.
Yeah,
You know,
she's in Buffalo, New York. Yep, but she has items that are shippable. I cannot wait until Thanksgiving. We have some treats coming for my son's engagement celebration. So very, very excited. He said I need the link. Oh yeah, because your brother's close, right?
yeah, he's in Winnipeg, Canada.
Yep, her name is Ashaya Robinson on Facebook, everybody. I'll put it here in the chat. In the name of her business, go ahead and give her some love. I love when you have young entrepreneurs who, she's making her own money. She's set up her own business. She's in school, and she still works. She works full time, and she's in activities like school activities. So
yeah.
stop sleeping on yourself.
Yeah, she on her grind. She's a hustler on top of a hustler. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They would do what it do. So, we definitely gonna have you on this platform more often. We love the energy, love the music, love the brand. You know what I mean? Because you definitely have the brand, and continue to do what it do. You know what I mean? I see that Beck Green the Queen said I'm going overtime on the show today.
I know. You see, I'm looking down at the time. It says 8:19 here for me, so it means it's 9:19.
Yeah.
Outside of Chicago. So I'm just gonna be on just a few more minutes. D Sings, you definitely inspired me. Thank you so much for sharing your gift with us, because it is definitely a gift. Thank you, Franklin, for finding this. I mean, you are finding all types of music, discovering all types of music on these platforms. So this has definitely been a bonus for our Friday. Thank you for joining us for the entire show. We welcome you back anytime when you are ready to drop your new music, which is December 3rd. This platform is available. Come back on that Friday.
I would love.
Man, you could come back
Count me
come back Monday.
Yeah.
Monday morning if you can. And be with us in this couple mornings out throughout the week. Because you know what I'm saying, and definitely give your truth and everything, because you definitely here to help and heal the world of the people that need, young ladies like you, what I'm saying, coming on the throne and bringing some positive energy. This platform all about. That's what we do. You know what I mean? And especially on the Queen's point of view, you know what I mean? And that's also I like. We always have a lot of these platforms that you have the men point of view. It's time to get these females to go ahead and get their point of view, their perspective, and it's time for them to speak out. You know what I mean? Because y'all the leader of all things. So y'all need to get that crown back.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I would love to come back. I've enjoyed myself and enjoyed our conversation. And even though it's virtual, I felt genuine connection. And so I'm grateful for that.
And again, that Friday, because the new body of work, the new song is dropping on a Friday, right?
Yeah.
Come and listen. If y'all want these things to come back as she drop her new project, her new song, put some love for her in the chat. Even if you are watching the replay, tell her come back and drop it right here on the morning show with the Joker and Beck Green. We love you back anytime. I second what the Joker has said, and I just want to leave everybody with this: is to pursue your dream, even in the midst of the struggle, even in the midst of trying to fit those details together. As we begin to move, everybody, what is going to happen is God is going to help you put those puzzle pieces together. The only thing God wants us to do, the Most High wants us to do, is do our part. Meaning, get up off the couch. Meaning, stop sleeping on yourself. Meaning, you can't find your dream if you don't get up and chase it. So I love y'all. Long life. Thank you, D Sings, for honoring us with your presence today. You have definitely been a vibe. Continue to do the great work that God has placed on your heart to do, because you are going to touch so many people. That song, D Songs has 2020. If you have not listened to it, make sure you go and listen to it, and also stream her new song, Be Weird, which she talks about, just being yourself. Be weird if you want,
Be weird if you want to. That's right.
Man, Queen,
that's number one on our playlist, which is The Morning Show Podcast on Spotify. She's number one on there right now, and we're gonna put that 2020 on that playlist too. So
yeah,
amen. Thank you.
All right, God. I love y'all.
Right.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Have a blessed one, Queen. And I'm gonna sit here and have a conversation a little bit with these things because she's been discovered on IG, and how I discovered her was she did an ad and it popped up on my feeds, and I guess I'm part of her audience because she knows a little bit of marketing because she do ads, and I'm a marketing manager. I'm a marketing expert from upstate New York. I teach a lot of businesses, artists, how to reach their audience, how to do ads, and all of that. Now I'm gonna ask you because you've been discovered from a person that's in your audience. How did you learn how to do marketing? Because you did do an ad because it said sponsor. I seen on IG. So give me your experience on how did you learn how to find your audience and doing ads on IG and the Facebook.
Learning how to do that is I watch a lot of videos. I like to study a lot of different aspects of not only the craft but the business side of it. And so studying on YouTube, word of mouth, just knowing other artists and seeing what works on my page for my demographic of people, seeing what works, seeing what gets the likes, what gets the comments of the things that I already post. And then once something stands out organically, then promote that. And so pushing that to a larger audience, and then it generally spins.
I'm curious, what keywords did you use in your audience?
What keywords do I use to my audience?
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly? Like as
when
far as
you did the ad, when you did the ad, it says audience or interest, and you got keywords to reach certain audience. You ever seen that? Because they probably didn't. You pay attention. You just really there, just probably. But usually those keywords would bring a certain audience to, like, for an example, when you did that ad, in my interest, I was using a lot of hashtags to reach a lot of R&B, hip hop. I'm a real hip hop head, so I look for the boom bap and all that. So I use those hashtags. And the hashtags also be keywords. So I was kind of curious of what keywords did you use when you set up your ad to push out on IG. It's a spot called audience or interest. What keywords did you use in there?
So I didn't do the keywords. I did the location. So I did a bunch of different cities near me because I'm in New York. So it's a hotspot in itself. So a bunch of cities in New York, a bunch of cities in California. I did different countries. Persia's a big one. I did a few different countries, different states as well. Just noticing where the viewers are and pushing it there. And so
because you probably pick because my algorithm is pushing through Albuquerque to Buffalo, New York, but I live in Pittsburgh. So now I'm really learning how the algorithm's working, and you in New York, you know what I mean. So I'm saying I'm just learning too. I'm a teacher, but I'm also learning how this thing works too. I have a lot of mentors in this, so now it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, you just people near you, and it hit the hotspot because the hotspot was because I seen your content 3 times before I clicked on it. Just to give you a perspective of how I found you. 3 times. I think I went through maybe like maybe 6 different other artists, and then I seen a post from somebody I'm already following, and then I went through maybe like 7 more people. Then I seen your post again. So yeah, so I'm like,
Which
okay.
post was it?
I believe it was the post of the Be Weird. You had the Be Weird video, but I think it was a snippet.
Oh, okay.
Of the Be Weird, and then had your content in there, and then your description was very welcome, because you pretty much broke it down, and that's important as knowing how to market yourself, and it caught my attention, and then the song caught me, and then the different clips you use in the content was very in detail, and it gave me that like I was watching MTV. Like I tell people all the time, to me coaching, make sure your content like MTV, BET look like something in that area if you're an artist. If you're a business owner, make sure your content look like QVC type of commercials, to where your people can really take your business serious with the logos and the big colors and the flashy lights and stuff like that. But yeah, you definitely look like something that you'll see on MTV. So that made me click on it, like, okay. And plus, I love that sound too. So that was the icing on the cake, the sound too.
Okay.
But me being the marketer, manager, I was really interested that, okay, I really want to check her out, see what's going on. I check the music out, and then put you on the playlist, and I listen to you for like a good 2 weeks before I hit you up. Yeah.
Got you. Wow. I appreciate that. Yeah. There's so many different aspects of not only being an artist, but being a business. You have to familiarize yourself with so much, especially with social media. There's marketing, and then there's the word of mouth marketing, and actually networking, being present at some of these places. And it's many different worlds.
Yeah, it is.
I think as of now, I've committed to the idea of being signed as opposed to continuing as an independent artist, because it's a lot of different jobs that you have to do as an independent artist. It is a lot of jobs.
Being unsigned artist, is you plan on do you want to get signed, or you want to stay unsigned and stay in that lane? I ain't gonna say independent, because that independent name has changed. You know what I mean? You can ask questions if you want to. You know what I'm saying? By the digital world right now, they say I ain't gonna say they say, by the knowledge of what I have, there's no more independent artists because of Spotify now. I don't know if you heard that it went viral like maybe a week ago about what Spotify is going through right now.
With as far as not allowing people to get paid until they reach 1,000 streams.
Right.
Heard about that, yeah.
Yeah. So like you get the first 1,000 streams, that money is going in a pot, and if you can't reach a certain level of streams, you can't get that money in that pot. That money stays in the pocket of Spotify and the affiliates, I should say. You know what I mean? And the affiliates, let me tell you like this: Spotify has a 360 deal. So if your music is on Spotify, you have a 360 deal.
No, there's 2 ways.
You really? You feel that so?
Yeah, that's a 360 deal. They have a 360 deal with Universal Records, Sony, and Warner. They all a part of the movement. That's why they changed in the rules of how people get paid. They changed the rules of different. Now, what I do like about what Spotify got going on is they have it set up now to where you could do clips. If you paying for Spotify and you're an artist, and you paying for the monthly fee for the non-ads, you can go into your page and you on your Spotify and do the same thing they're doing right now. Do ads with your content like social media. That's one thing I do like about the new Spotify. That's dope. It's called Clips. As soon as you pay for it, you go in, you see that little link that says Clips. You click on that, you can do a video. You can upload a video. You can talk to your fans. You can, on Spotify. Yeah,
but
that's I do like that. That's dope. Now, I think I'm gonna try that feature out just to see what I could do with my marketing skills that I do know. And then if I do it, I'm gonna bring it to the forefront to all my clients and see if they'll learn how to do that. And TikTok, I like what TikTok got going on now. If y'all haven't heard that, TikTok now has it to where anybody can discover your music into any platform they love to see you on. So for an example, if I'm on TikTok and I see your footage and I want to search for your music on TikTok, you know what I mean? Whatever app is open on my phone, it's going to be connected. So if my Apple page is open and I'm on TikTok, the Apple link gonna show up that's your music, and I can press it on TikTok and do a reel, and then you get credit for a stream for TikTok, and you get credit for a stream for Apple. So that's 2 streams in one. That's dope. I like that. It makes me want to go on TikTok now. I was on TikTok when it first came out, couldn't figure it out. I got this, I got discouraged. I said, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
I still can't figure out TikTok.
Yeah. And then they got that feature now. So, all you artists out there, this is free 99 from the Joker. I know I do my free 99 every episode. If you're on TikTok, make sure you push your music to your original fans, because they can, wherever their apps is open on their phone, if it's Spotify, if it's YouTube, if it's Tidal, if it's Amazon, if it's Deezer, any one of those platforms, they can automatically click on your music and then you'll get credit off of that streaming platform. So I do like that. That's dope. But besides that, if you're not willing to go the extra mile for your music on those platforms, I prefer artists to take their music off Spotify. If you're not trying to use those characters and actually get involved and actually engage with yourself, not just the artist, in that movement, then it's not worth it. Yeah, I definitely would say that.
It's good to know what these apps are doing in support of the artists, because there's a lot going on with streaming. To hear that there's no such thing as an independent artist, that's an interesting way to put it.
Do more research on that. You know what I mean? Don't just go by what I say. Do your research. Go to Curtis King. Watch his video on YouTube. He breaks it down a little better than I have. That's one of my mentors too. I learned a lot from Curtis. Shout out to Curtis. He definitely broke it down, because he even had to apologize, because he did a video before that. He didn't believe it was what one of the A&Rs was saying on another platform called Bad Fuel, when he was saying that Universal owned 30% of Spotify, and then he did a video saying that was a lie, and brought some things up. And then he watched another video a couple of days later prior to that confirmation was right, that Universal did own 30% of Spotify with 2 other affiliates, which is Sony and Warner. And then when he broke it down, how the guy was talking on the video, you were watching on YouTube, how he broke everything down, how everything works. And then he was at the end of the video, he was like, dude, he said, pretty much Spotify has a 360 deal. So now I see why that A&R that was on Bag Fuel podcast has said there's no such thing as an independent artist, because if your music is on Spotify, you're paying the masses of the industry. You know what I mean? You're not independent anymore if you're paying the masses. You know what I mean? And that makes sense. Me being signed. I was signed to 2 of those companies. It's crazy. I was signed to Sony before, and I was signed to Universal back in the day. So that's crazy that 2 of my labels that I was signed with in the early 2000s, that I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Wow. And Universal, I didn't really care for. I like Sony. Sony worked pretty good with us when I was signed with them. I like the way they gave us the freely to do what we wanted to do as artists. That's one thing I did like about Sony. Universal didn't go for that. Universal was like, you know what I'm saying? Good morning, Jones. Good morning. Universal's more like, you got to make songs in the top 100, top 200 pop charts. If it ain't in that wave, then we can't mess with you. That was Universal. And I didn't like that. You know, they didn't let you speak the truth, because they was trying to tell you how to rap. How you gonna tell me how to rap and you don't know the culture?
Right. I would love. I am leaning more into being signed, but I also would love to keep my authenticity and just integrity as a person, but also as an artist, and writing what comes natural and what is true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And don't be afraid to, they give you a contract, don't be afraid to give them a contract. Don't be afraid of that. You know, I tell people, if they want to go that route, really educate yourself on contracts. Educate yourself to make your own contract to where you can still get you, but also show love to them. I'm very, very simple on that, because I know they use a lot of big words in those contracts. Both my contracts, one contract when I first was signed with Universal, I have a lawyer, but by the time we got transitioned to Sony, I got a lawyer, and then I understood the way everything set in from the lawyer had broke everything down. This lawyer was a new young man. He wasn't really an OG. I'm glad I didn't get an OG because OG is with the labels. A lot of OGs that been in the game for a while understand that they're part of the labels too, and that's a lose-lose for an artist. But this little young man told me the truth. He actually a lawyer firm Dennis. His name is Dennis out of Atlanta. He really broke it down to me and re-educated me how things work. He broke it down very detailed. It was like hands-on almost. And I was like, no, okay. So and then I checked out Google years later, and Google breaks everything down how contracts work. What did this mean? What this line mean? And it really breaks down as the perspective as a lawyer. Now we have AI. You get the AI program and they can read the contract for you and tell you exactly what they're talking about.
What is in there, right?
Yeah, AI will break it down. AI will snitch on the whole industry.
Excited. Digital copy and put that right in there.
Yeah, you break everything down. They'll let you know. And then another thing, my mentors told me. One of my mentors, I was in a meeting, a Zoom meeting, and I didn't know. And I'm gonna see if you ever heard of this. There are artists from the 50s, 60s, and 70s that have a lifetime deal that they'll never own their brand, they'll never own their music. And when I heard that blew my mind. That really feel like the industry really wanted, F us with no Vaseline, I should say.
A lifetime.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, that they put it in such fine print and reword it, and then it's commonly offered to young artists who just need some money, and so they sign these deals with the very cheap advance, and it should be criminal,
Yeah, I say the same thing. I think they should have a law. Congress need to change that. They need to have a law of that's like stealing. You know what I mean? That's like me. You own the store, me coming in, grabbing a bag of chips and walking out. Like what you doing? Like, call the police. And it's a bag of chips, but you like that's profit. What do you mean? I'm saying, like, and then not go to jail. I'm stealing a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Okay, I might not serve a lot of time for that, but now it's on my record that I'm a thief. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's going on here? Like, I can't go in the store and steal a bag of chips, but y'all is robbing people's, not just their integrity, you're robbing their sound, their music, the brand,
their lives.
Yeah,
their lives.
And they had a whole list on my Google. They had a whole list of artists that had lifetime deals, and some of them names on there blew my mind.
Yeah.
Madonna's
in a lifetime deal.
Her first album was a lifetime deal. She's never going to own those masters. She's never going to own her brand of those music. She's never going to own the publishing of that music. Michael Jackson Thriller, Quincy Jones. Well, Michael was different. Quincy Jones owns the masters of all the Thriller, but Michael owned his publishing. That's when Michael got smart. And then when he made all that money off the tours, he took that money and then he invested in owning the publishing of Epic. So anybody that was with Epic Publishing, he owns all their music. So he was smart. And then you can Google that and see the list of all the songs that Michael owned before he passed away.
Wow.
He owns Beyonce's catalog. He owns Maroon 5, I believe, R. Kelly.
Their entire catalog or what?
The publishing catalog he owns. He owns Eminem's first half of the catalog.
Michael Jackson, you're saying Michael Jackson owns Beyonce's entire publishing catalog?
Google it. It's amazing. Put in Michael Jackson Publishing Company. What catalogs do he own? You'll see a whole lot of rock and roll artists, Guns N' Roses, country music from Shania Twain to all that came up. I'm like, Michael was a beast. I know, and I wonder why. I now know why the industry was trying to stop him when he came out. This Is It tour and all that. I could see why.
Right.
I understand. Like he was a monopoly in that area, and Michael. Only reason Michael owns Eminem because Eminem dissed him in the song, and Michael said, "I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna buy your catalog." He did.
Yeah, he dissed him in that music video.
Yeah, he took the whole catalog from him. You know what I mean? So yeah, Michael was a beast. He knew the business. And same thing with Prince. The first 2 albums of Prince, lifetime contract.
Really, I thought Prince wasn't sharing his stuff.
Well, the albums after that he owns. You know what I mean? He owns the masters, but that's why he changed his way he do things after the Purple Rain album. And then I think the album after Purple Rain, I think that's where the transition was happening, where he was like, I'm not releasing no more music until I know that I own my masters. And he had to renegotiate with Warner Brothers. And then he had to go ahead and, retransition his whole contract and all the business paperwork and all that. And he finally did. Then he started coming out with them different types of albums after that. And he owns all those masters and publishing and all that. But he'd been fighting for Purple Rain for a long time, and then I think by the time his death, the matter of fact, that same week, it's kind of contradiction. It's kind of crazy, not contradictory, but kind of crazy how this happened. The same week Prince died, that's the same week he opened the case where he can try to go to court and get his masters for Purple Rain. Now he's gone, so that's kind of suspect.
Right.
He was waiting for that case to open for almost 15 years. And he had the lawyers, he had the fees, he paid everything. He had all the proof that he was the arranger and everything. And the same week he died, they opened the case. That's crazy. He would have owned all his masters after that, And that's why he didn't want to do features with people unless they own their masters.
Right.
He said that when Nas said he talked with him, and Nas wanted him on his Illmatic album, his Stillmatic album. He was the song with I think the song with Mary J, or what the song with I think it's Faith Evans that sung on the track that's supposed to be Prince, and then Prince told Nas, "Do you own your masters?" He said no. He said, "Well, I can't do no work with you, sir."
Dang.
Yeah, that would have been a hot track to see. Nas,
right.
Prince, that would have been a beast. That would have been awesome. Yeah, But see, these type of things that I talk about on my segment on the morning show, I reveal a lot of things to a lot of people about artists and how they could do things better to where they could be, because some people do it as a hobby, and that's cool. Do it as a hobby. You ain't worry about the paper. You ain't worry about. You want to do it as a mental health, a relief. That's cool too. That's awesome. But then you have a lot of artists here like yourself that really want to know about this thing, and you're doing it to heal, you're doing it for your mental health, you're doing it for everything else. But then at the end of the day, you're like, I do need little coins too, though. Like, I need my coins. Give me my 1/3 of a penny. I need that. Yeah, you know what I mean? If at least you can't take that. Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? You're taking everything else. Let me get that, and I need that.
Yes, you gotta get all you can get and just save it there until it starts catching up.
Yeah, so I've had to reveal some things to the artists out there. So what I'm saying. So any artists that say they're independent, you know what I mean. Think about it. If you're on Spotify, you're not independent because you're still paying the master. Still paying. So I'm an artist. I got music on the platforms, and I'm not independent no more unless I take that down. If I take it off Spotify, then I'm independent again. 100% go to me. And there's ways you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll talk about that in another show. There's ways you can get all your jump offs, and you can really get all your streams and all that good stuff, and you can have 100% of everything and all that good stuff. There's a couple of sites out there. You can do some Googling, do some research on how can I make money off my music without the platforms, and they'll show you how to do that. You know what I mean? But the platforms is reaching the people. You know what I mean? And if you don't have the platforms, that means you got to be more on the physical side of it, and you got to use these social medias to reach those people, to bring them to whatever other platform that you're on that represents you as an artist. You know what I mean? That's a little more work. Your marketing budget got to be a little more bigger. You know what I mean? You got to have a somewhat team. And if you wouldn't take that route and do that work, that's cool too. But half of your battle is when you is on the platforms, and that's the way it is. This is the music business, and welcome to the music industry. And it is what it is. So there's no way around certain things. But a lot of these artists that you probably know of always say, "Yo, I want to be this artist. I want to be on a Drake level. I want to be on a Nicki Minaj level. I want to be on a Kendrick Lamar level. I want to be right there in that lane." I said, "Yeah, you can get there, no problem." You know what I mean? But you got to go through some things.
Right. Right. You can't have one without the other.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You can't have your cake and eat it too in that area. You know what I mean? You got to have your cake and you got to share your slices, and then you might get the
Share
crumbs.
your slices. Share your slices. That's right.
Yeah, share your slices of that cake. You know what I mean? And can I have ice cream? No. You got to earn ice cream. By the time you get it, that ice cream gonna melt. Facts. That's the way it is.
It's not even ice cream at that point.
Yeah, you're not getting no ice cream. You're not getting no ice cream. You know what I mean? If Drake right now is on the level where he's at now, he still ain't getting no ice cream. He just building up that little slice of cake to make it look like a big cake now. So now he just got to continue. And he's on tour and everything. He on tour starting in 2024, but he got until December 1st to resign. If Drake don't resign, that's going to open a big way for independent artists, because he's the king right now and he's the main masses of the industry. And if he goes, a lot of these labels going to be out a lot of money.
Why would he sign?
I hope he don't.
I don't see why he would do that.
But then he got to do everything on his own. He got to invest everything on himself. He got to do everything on his own. And once he don't sign, he won't be able to. This tour he got right now, is on the contract. They'll finish this tour for 2024. But after that, he got to do everything on his own. He got to invest everything on his own. You know what I mean? And he's not a billionaire yet. So hopefully he can do a small deal with like somebody like a Jay-Z, somebody like a Rick Ross, somebody that has that money to invest in him to do an independent tour and and give them the bag like that. That's the only way I can see him doing it, which I don't think that'll be a problem, because he's definitely one of the top artists of the world right now. So I don't think it'll be a problem. But if he don't sign, that's going to open up a big door for us independent artists, to where people can start taking their stuff off of Spotify, and then they're going to follow the wave of what Drake is doing. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I think he's going to sign. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to have a contract where he's going to resign, but he gets a bigger percentage. And I think any album after that, I think he might own his masters. I think he'll have a deal like that where he can control more things. He might get on a little more of his publishing. And I believe that he'll open up a record label to where he can have independent artists can be signed, but also be more freely as an artist. I can see that happening. But I don't think he's going to refuse to sign. I believe he's going to sign. But I'm curious what type of contract he's going to have, because I don't think he's going to do another 360 deal. I doubt that. I doubt that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Birdman and his brother is eating right now off of Drake by himself. You know what I mean? They gave the masters back to Lil Wayne and his publishing. Lil Wayne just sold everything for $100 million. So they lost that bag. Because why? Because they got Drake and they got Nicki Minaj.
Who is he signed to?
You know what I'm saying? Drake, and because the original label is Cash Money, but the parent, the management label is Young Money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the management part of it. Cash Money was the label part of it.
Got it. Okay, yeah. I thought there was Young Money.
Yeah, Young Money is the management part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's, me too. I thought so too, until when I heard about the Lil Wayne thing, he's selling his masters and his catalog. I'm like, how? I'm like, and then they said they gave up his rights to some of the catalog of Nicki Minaj and Drake to Birdman so he can get his masters. So I'm like, okay. And then I did the research. I'm like, okay, Cash Money was the management part of it with a little bit of the publishing. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So right now, Birdman and his brother is eating just off of Nicki Minaj and Drake. They don't have to do anything else. And then the baby is just spending money.
Sheesh.
The
Birdman
baby
was
is
playing
just spending
chess.
money. That's the money. That's the money he goes to the club and throw in the air.
Birdman was playing chess in the early 2000s.
Yes, he was.
He
Yes, he
picked
was.
3 major artists.
Yeah, and he could take a sacrifice and still get a gain. That's how this music business is. If you can take a sacrifice somewhere and get a gain in the long run, that's big. That's business.
It's an investment.
It's business. Ain't nothing personal. It's business. You know what I mean? And I get it. But at the end of the day, is it fair? In a way, it ain't fair. But once you know the business is not, that's why I understand with the Diddy situation, him giving the masters to his fellow colleagues that was signed to him, and in the interview he had on the Breakfast Club when he broke everything down, how things work. And one thing I've noticed in that conversation, me knowing music business, me knowing contracts, when Diddy said I left a window open for every artist. And that window that he's talking about is a window for an opportunity that you can eat that he can't touch. That window can be anything. Like if I'm signing you to a label right now and I signed you to a 360 deal, that window might be like, you can have all your merch and I don't have nothing to do with if you have any movie scenes you're doing or any other music that you're putting in the music designated catalog that I put together and you doing your own thing, I can't touch that. It wasn't too many labels that opened windows like that in the 90s. So I do respect Diddy in that area in business where he always left a window for an artist for an opportunity for them to make the same bag he can make. I'm not going to train you on it. You got to figure it out. But that window's open for you to do this, that, and the third. And it was on the contract. See what I'm saying? So that artists like Mark Curry, G Dep, and all these other artists that's complaining that they say in their catalog is not worth any money, you didn't use the opportunity that Diddy gave you in the beginning. The same thing he did with Biggie. Same thing he did with Craig Mack. Craig Mack, he left a window for Craig Mack. He left a window for Diddy, for Biggie to do his thing. You know what I mean? Extra. That's why he did Junior Mafia. You know what I mean? That was that window that Diddy was talking about. He used that for the venture to make his own money. Brung Lil Kim in. Did features with so and so. He left that open for him to make that bread. But anything they gotta do with Bad Boy, you gotta give me mine.
Right.
Can't get mad at that. You know what I mean? So I tell artists, if you're gonna get signed, make sure you know business, how you can make money. That's why I love Griselda so much. That's from my hometown, Buffalo, Westside Gun. He took the merch and make sure that merch was hot first before the music was. He don't have to rap. He say it all the time. He said he makes $1 million a month off merch.
Sheesh.
So artists is opportunities and windows that you got to really dwell on and really push.
Right.
For an opportunity to get a chance to get a bag. And you can always work on that at the same time you're making sure you handling this business over here so these labels and everybody else can be happy that's in your corner. You know what I mean? It's all about business. And those artists that complain about their catalog, they didn't take the opportunity because they didn't take the time to get educated. They depend on Bad Boy. Mark Curry, they depended on Bad Boy. That's what I like what Mace said. Mace said, what Diddy said about Mace, he said that I gave Mace his album back that they didn't release, and said you can have that. Just give me my credit on the production. You can have everything else. But Mace didn't release that last album. And he said, well, he didn't release the last album. He gave him a time period. You got 3 years to release the album. And the value of that album, if you don't release that album in 3 years, The value of the album is $3 million. That's why Diddy said he owed me $3 million. Because that was the value of that album, $3 million. He had 3 years. That's $1 million a year. He had 3 years to release it. He didn't. So I understand that part of the business. That part that Mace didn't bring to the forefront when he was on $1 million worth of game. And when Diddy was on The Breakfast Club, he broke it down. I gave it back to him. So it's like me doing a project with you. We did a project. We gotta be eating good, and you like, well, I'm making money, but I'm not making money where you making money. So this last album that we did, what can we do with that? How can I make more money? Like I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. These things, I'm gonna give everything to you. Just give me credit for production. You keep your publishing, you keep the masters, all that. That's you. Do you? You gonna help me market promote it? Nope, that's you. But you got 3 years to release it. So now he opened the door for you to get opportunity to get educated. How can you get it out there? You know people in the industry through me because you've been in the industry. Now you got to go back to those people and do business.
Right.
You got to go back to the Lil Kims and the Missy Elliott's and all them. Yo, I got this album. I did this with so and so. Our name is popping. They already know who I am. That's an investment. You don't think that if he went to Missy Elliott and said, "Listen, I did it with Diddy. It's right here. Production go to him. I need an investment. This is what I want to do." You don't think that Missy Elliott gonna say no? You Mace. You was with Diddy, my homeboy. What? I'll invest. I'll put $1 million to it. But you want to release it? I'll put the money up for the marketing. I'll put it up for radio. That's $200K. $200K to get on all the radios to run around the world. One-time payment. To get on the radio worldwide is $200K. You don't think that this year they wouldn't invest that on a single? I'll put $200K to be on the radio worldwide. You know what I'm saying? While you playing, I'll invest 50% on the music video. Just get somebody else to pay the other half. Simple.
Wow.
You got the bag, you can move like that.
Right. That was a lot of insight that I hadn't really considered, especially when it comes to being signed and the different management perspectives of being signed. That's something I'll have to consider. When it's because it's so many different sides of the business. There's so many different percentages when it comes to a song and the ownership of it and the producers and the beat and this and that. And so I'll definitely have to move with that.
Yeah, definitely. It's just something you got to know, and no doubt. And I appreciate you being on the show. It's 10 o'clock. We got to get off, but give people a little gem real quick that can help the movement of people's lives, musicians, life, and all that. Give somebody a gem real quick.
A gem for the artist. Silence the noise. A gem for the artist is to silence the noise and to question why you're doing it. And when you have that answer, apart from the cloud, apart from social media, apart from your peers, when you find why you're doing it, let that root you, and everything else will sprout.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's the perfect gem right there. We're gonna end this with one more video of Terrence Love, R&B singer, and all that. We see y'all on Monday. You know what I mean? Don't forget, we're gonna definitely give y'all information throughout the day on the marketing class for Saturday. We'll definitely give y'all that information. And until then, we gonna out of here, and we're gonna get this last video, man. Terrence Love. You know what I'm saying? Baby Love. It's an amazing song right here. I definitely want to use this song to walk my daughter down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a daughter. He wrote a song for his daughter. Terrence Love, amazing R&B singer out of Tennessee, no doubt. We out. You stay behind stage. See D sing. We're gonna chop it up. All right.
I wanna go outside.
me.